So there was an interview yesterday, an interview between the Calamity mod developers, and I figured it would be better that I watch it on stream than to just watch it on my own. Um, I say this because I say this because I don't have the attention span to watch it on my own. So I would rather watch it on stream, react to it. If anyone comes in the stream, I'll answer questions about what I've seen so far. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, really. Um, I'll be playing Nine Kings while I sort of listen and watch. Got a cup of coffee here as well. It's pretty nice. Ah, man, this is really sad news, though. Really, really sad. Okay. Uh, why? What is happening? At least the plan was to watch it. Oh, they're playing the Calamity mod music in the background. Hopefully, it's not copyrighted. Shouldn't be, right? All right. Oh, okay. Everything's just laggy right now. I see. Hold on. I can fix this. Hopefully. Maybe. I might just play nine or another game if this ends up being too laggy. Just start a run, I guess. Let's see if this changes anything or if it makes it worse. Do King of Blood. Um. Okay, this seems to be doing better now. Okay, okay, we're good. In the menus, it is going to be laggy, but for a moment, it was okay. Hold on. Hmm. This is. I might have to find another game to play because if I click into the game, yeah, everything else starts lagging. Not really sure why that happens though. Um, let's find a different game to play. This game might not work. Let's see. Or I could just restart the game. Let's do that. Why are Steam games updating right now? How about now? Okay, let's see if everything's fine now. Uh, no, it's still not. Mm, let's just decide on another game to play, I suppose. Or I could just pull this up. Honestly, I don't think it'll be too bad to just have this pulled up a little bit. And then just have this us watching this. Timestamp. That's right. Let me click on the timestamp. Interview start. This news is so sad.
Awesome, awesome. Calamity dev person.
Since its ex-developer
Oh,
Aqua. Hello.
it is awkward. Okay, right. So we should. All right. Well, firstly, the very, very first thing that we have to cover is who are you? Who are you?
I am Tomat. You can also call me Steven, also known as like Steven GT6 on some other platforms, mostly GitHub stuff. I am or was a developer for Calamity. I have been on and off the team for about 4 years. I joined back in 2022 before the 22 bullet stuff, actually. So before the
Hmm.
initial secession of the original art team, I had joined and then stayed on the team after that because I was personally somewhat unaffected by those going ons given my position. I've always been kind of around as like consultation or advisory and helped push for publishing the source code to Calamity and whatnot and some of those community interactions. But I've
Hmm.
always taken more of a laid back position on the team itself, being mostly there for technical overview and ensuring things work correctly rather than direct content development, which is why I've expressed that while I appreciate those
Whoops.
kind words, I'm not really the one to thank for a lot of the things in the mod that they actually like.
Hmm. Right. Okay. Got you. I mean, then in that case, yeah, that really does cover my question of what experience do you have? Like, you know,
Yeah.
um,
I guess a little more personal. I've been programming for 7 years and got my start with Terraria modding. So
awesome. Yes, he can read the chat. All right.
Yeah, this is one of the
So
oldest
hello.
developers of this mod.
probably the most asked question across the board. All right. Is Calamity mod being deleted? Is it just going poof out of nowhere? Is that how
Yeah.
you saw
Absolutely
it?
not.
So this one, yeah, they're not deleting Calamity mod completely. The only thing that's going to be happening is that they're going to be updating the Calamity mod for future versions of Tmod Loader, but they're not going to be adding any new content to the mod itself. Um,
Uh, it is the
but
last
they're not
remaining
deleting
mod,
the mod.
actually. The goal is we preserve it as much as we can and keep it playable for as long as possible. I don't. None of us want Calamity to be completely wiped, and we want players to be able to experience the mod as it currently stands for the foreseeable future.
Okay. All right. And then, as we saw in the server announcements, people can't just like re-upload their own Calamity mods though. So it has to
No,
be like,
not at all.
yeah, it has to be your guys' way. Or I don't even know how many
It's
more people are on the team. How
well,
many more developers even are there at this point?
dude, we've gone. It's come and gone, but we probably had over 100 people with hands directly on deck with the project. So it'd
Wow.
be a legal nightmare to allow to figure out if people could re-upload parts of the mod or not without it being a case by
Mm.
case basis.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I mean, with that
I
question,
mean
like,
that's fine though. That's always been the case. Um, they've like I mean there's never been a time where you've been allowed to like just re-upload Calamity mod. You are allowed to like branch off from it. So Ozatron only owns the Azafir LLC, so he only physically owns the name Calamity Mod. He doesn't actually own um the characters or the lore behind it. So you can still use that stuff for we have like Calamity Fables, for example, which um is allowed to stay up because it's its own standalone mod. The only difficulty that's going to come is that some mods which have dependencies on Calamity Mod are going to have a hard time to update any further than they already have. So it's going to be a mess for them. So like, I mean, this is a bad example, but Inferno Mod, for example, um, they already stopped developing Inferno Mod, and they already planned on sort of keeping it to a legacy version of Calamity Mod to begin with. But for example, if they wanted to keep updating alongside Calamity Mod, actually, it might be more possible for them now, considering how Calamity Mod's shutting down Inferno Mode. The reason that Inferno Mode stopped updating is because they couldn't keep up with all the balance reworks and like the game Calamity Mod constantly changing. So Inferno Mod just decided to stop updating as well because they couldn't, they really they just couldn't keep up with it. Like they had their own plans, and the Calamity Mod developers were supposedly planning on making the Perforators and the Hive Mind hard mode bosses. Infernum wanted to keep them pre-hard mode. Um, so I mean, I guess if the Infernum devs wanted to keep updating Infernum, they could, I guess, maybe. But there would be a lot of issues with it. I think mostly like copyright issues and whatnot. Um, Especially considering they have dependencies on the main Calamity mod version. Um, Spoiler: I did watch one part of this. Literally, the first part of the YouTube chat Q&A, like the timestamp on the video, they talk about how the music mods are not going to be updated for the newer versions because so many of the music artists just want their music pulled from Calamity Mod. They're just not going to be bothering to update them to newer versions and whatnot. Um, so that's the state of the music right now. The music's not going to be updated for newer versions of Calamity Mod.
How many more devs? Like, do you have a number of how many more people are actually working on the mod with you, or
Oh, with me for this maintenance stuff?
for the maintenance, for just
Or
everything? I mean, so many people have left.
yeah. So, well, I mean, as a team, we have disbanded, right? We're no longer the Calamity team. Ya and I, YUH, Ya, you might know him.
Mm.
We're going to be maintaining the mod for the foreseeable future. So, porting to 1.45, fixing any crashes or whatnot. But
So there's
we're
only
going to be
two
maintaining the original
developers.
content, and it's just going to be us two doing like little code monkey work on the code base, and that's
Okay,
it.
so it's
The
just
rest of the
the
team, we've
two of
all
you.
stepped away.
It's just two.
Yeah.
There are two devs
Yes.
left. Okay, wow.
Yeah, only
But
two.
for a frame of
I
reference,
wouldn't
like
want to
yeah,
call
like
us devs in that sense.
you know what I mean though. Like prior
Yeah.
to this, how many people roughly do you think were on the team?
In any sort of active position, probably the high 30s.
What? Okay, wow. So yeah, so over 30 people at least have left in terms of
Yep.
developers.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
In
that's
the
actually
actual dev
brutal.
server, we had about 100 people in it, but that varied from old testers, other mod developers in there for compatibility reasons and whatnot. But it's all gone now, basically.
Wow. Okay. In terms of who's actually at the very tippity top of owning everything, right? Do you
Yeah.
know at this point who that I guess even temporary replacement would be
I
for
think he said
Ozatron?
some person named Lilac is at the
Wow. Well,
top,
like you know,
or like
I mean, we know he's
in
like
terms of
he's
owning
running
the
Discord
Discord
and
server.
everything. You know,
Oh, okay.
who's the Steam page going to be transferred to? You know what I mean?
These all have different answers.
Oh
Absolutely, yes.
wow. Okay.
So Ozatron's ownership, Ozatron doesn't own the public Discord, for example. I believe Lilac does, but he will be probably doing something about that in the future.
Mm,
I can't speak on that. That's his plans.
okay.
I don't know a lot about it. For the mod itself,
I think he's saying that Lilac plans on transferring ownership to someone else at some point. I I don't I don't really know what he means when he says he. I assume he means Lilac is going to be transferring ownership of the Discord to somebody, but
Ozatron is the legal owner of the Calamity Mod trademark. That hasn't changed yet. We're looking into that. For the workshop, we're looking into. Ya and I have contacted the Team Mod Loader administrators, and I think are supposed to be getting in a degree of contact with Valve and Relogic to figure out how to transfer cleanly ownership to Ya's account for
Okay.
several mods
Yeah.
under the Calamity blanket. And
Interesting.
had this not gone the way that it did, and Ozatron had to step down from it, say, family reasons or other personal stuff, and it wasn't like a dramatized thing, then it would have all gone to Ya anyway. And that's something we had, I think, organized back in June.
I have no idea
And I
who
guess
Ya is.
you know for the viewers, who is Ya? Like who is this individual? You know what I mean?
Ya is a friend of mine. He's also a programmer for Calamity and a developer. He made Calamity Vanities, or at least not the original
Oh.
Calamity
Ah.
Loader, but he's been maintaining it and adding lots of it for a very long time, over the course of
Oh,
about
okay,
4 years.
okay. So he's the Calamity's
He's
vanity
maintaining
guy.
wiki editing. He's worked a lot on Cal Remix and Hypnos and whatnot.
Oh my
So
god, he does
and
everything.
Guzma, he's been very heavily active
Guzma.
Yeah,
in the
that's
community.
a very very involved person. All right. Well, that's good. It
Damn,
sounds like he's
dude.
in good hands then. In that case.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm rather hopeful.
So as of today, because I know this is going to be developing relatively quickly. And by the way, YouTube chat, we'll do questions at the very end. But what does Ozotron currently have control over? And let's not talk about the bounties and all that yet. We'll cover that later. But
Yeah, okay.
like, what does he, as we speak, have control over?
So this is not like legally verified, but our current understanding of it is he currently and only ever has owned the Calamity Mod trademark. So he
Yeah, I
owns
think
the
that's all
rights
he
to Calamity
owns.
Mod and nothing else. The characters and associated media are not owned by him, and he can't really control them. So that would be owned by, frankly, say still Fabsol and original
Fabsol. Wait,
artists
hold
and
on, hold on.
people.
Fabsol still owns parts of Calamity.
Fabsol still owns most of Calamity, actually. Fabsol voluntarily stepped down, but he didn't actually transfer ownership to. Well, he did transfer ownership to Ozotron, but in terms of the trademarks and like the story, like Calamity Mod as a whole, Fabsol still owns all of that. So, but I think it was in the Discord. They said that Fabsol wasn't the sort of person to step in and like basically make it so that no one can play Calamity again or whatever. So I guess there's not really much to be worried about with Fabsol owning most of Calamity. It's just he won't be the one holding the reins of it, I guess.
Fabsol owns the characters that he had owned prior to Ozotron's legal
Oh,
involvement. Yeah, and on that sounds bad, but honestly, Fabsol, Lord knows, he's never gonna like take legal action against anything. So it's a lot better than Ozotron.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
we still don't know what Ozotron's going to
I
do.
mean, that it would work the way that it has always before Ozotron took over, and it's a little scary. I understand, but
Well,
I
it
think it's
just sounds like the
preferable to
sword of
Ozotron for now.
Damocles. Like, I don't know if Fabsol can be trusted as an individual, but I
No,
mean, if
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I
It's super
mean,
complicated. When I found that out, I was floored. But it's just so complicated how all that's gonna go.
like, how many
It's
characters are we talking here though? Like Calamitous, Devourer of
um
Gods, Yaren. Like, is it just
all of
the
them,
majority of the
all
characters,
of
or is it
them.
only a couple? Like,
He
so
owns
the way
all
that
of it.
copyright laws work in the United States is when you make something, it's automatically copyrighted. So technically, everything in the mod is in some technicality copyrighted,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
it
it's all
really
his.
matters because it's not going to be enforced. The only stuff that
Right.
was being enforced and threatened were largely characters that were in merch deals on Ozercon's side.
in merch deals. Okay, so
Yeah, and then Yaren, because that's like it's like a big thing.
wait,
Yeah.
Yaren or Yarim?
Yaren, the
Oh,
final boss.
the final boss. Okay, so
Wait,
I mean,
who is he saying
I've
owns
seen
Yera?
this sentiment around the place. Um, is it possible for someone to make a Yarim like add-on one day, or is that way too risky with the copyright?
So, in
This is
essence,
what I
I
want
would
to
say
know.
yes. I would honestly love to see it. Currently, I would wait because we're still figuring out precisely what Oz
All right, all
will
right, all
take
right. I
control over and
see.
what he'll try to take control over. Because he's
Okay.
still missing
So
in action.
okay, so it's entirely possible in the future that someone makes a mod that adds Yerim. Um, oh man, yeah. Right now, yeah, it is probably just a bad idea to add Yerim as like an add-on, just because of just because it's just messy, you know?
And I would not want to put someone
Just
in
too
their
much
shoes.
going
Like,
on.
I'm not a lawyer, I can't give legal advice.
Yeah.
But I can certify that us, as people that used to be on the Calamity team, we would not go after anybody for that.
Okay. Right. Okay. And you don't think Fabsol would? Um.
No, no. It's technically speaking, I had another developer and I are in contact with him right now, talking about some of the Ozotron stuff, and it's been kind of
Oh.
freaky.
Oh. You've been in contact
Reestablishing
with
contact like
Fabsol.
that. Yeah, it's
Oh. Wow. Okay. Because
but
yeah,
it's mostly because
I
we're
just thought he was
covering more
missing,
stuff
man.
at
Like
Ozotron.
Interesting.
I've
I
been
didn't know that
watching
they were
videos
talking to
on his Steam
Fabsol.
profile. He's talking about some cancel culture, talking about the woke people. I thought he was just
About losing
butthurt and that
stuff.
was that, but he's still involved
I have
in this
no
topic.
idea, honestly.
I wouldn't say involved. It's it's always been kind of Fabso's been on the side. We never had direct contact with him for, I mean, kind of good reason. None of us would have really wanted to talk to him to begin with.
Well,
But
yeah.
Ozatron had also made sure he was isolated to avoid finding out certain things about like merch deals, for example,
Right.
and
Okay.
legal involvement. So it's kind of scary seeing like a season one villain come back for the finale.
A season one villain.
The finale.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah, you just mentioned it there, but has Ozatron actually responded to anyone yet regarding the unpaid,
I don't think
development fee?
Ozatron's responded to anyone,
As
no?
in the announcements, said to be thousands and thousands of dollars from Calamity's Patreon. Like,
The
has
only
he
thing I
responded to
know
anyone yet?
is that Ozatron was playing some game on Steam like a day after everything came out, and everyone was like, I forgot what he was playing. I think it was Beat Saber. I think a day after a day after all these allegations came out, or all this proof came out, Ozatron was literally playing Beat Saber. Everyone was joking that he was probably like sitting down like in his chair, just playing Beat Saber on his own.
Or is he still
So he
MIA?
is not. He has not said a word to any of us. We know he's alive and active, just not in any spaces we're in.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's
He's
busy playing
basically
Beat
off the grid.
Saber.
So, yeah, for the audience, a lot of the development projects in the Calamity mod were like little bounties, right? It's like, oh, we want to do this. If you can do this, you get paid for it. Is that correct? It's like a bounty.
Yeah, usually how the bounties are organized is we have like a taiga set up, like a little to-do list type thing,
Yep.
and we'll ratify an amount to pay for a bounty, and then someone will take up the bounty and complete the task, and then they get paid the previously agreed upon amount that's listed in the taiga.
Yep.
Some are more informal and not put on taiga, but he had generally historically been quite good about delivering. But I believe from other developers, they've told me that he had started faltering the past 2 months or so, which
Right.
lines up
Okay.
with him receiving news about the production of the video that was going to expose him. So take that as you will.
Mm. Okay. Okay. So it'd be what, 2 months worth of revenue, or does it go even further back?
He had been paying people somewhat, but I think he'd become less consistent or reliable about it over the past 2 months. So it's not
Okay.
like literally
That's
it's two
just
months of
that's
no
just
payouts.
terrible.
It's like 2 months of reduced payouts.
Right. Okay. Okay. Um, I will also ask. It's okay if you don't know or anything, but were there contracts involved? Like he signed it, you signed it. If you're to complete a bounty, was there a contract of if I complete this, I will get paid, or is it just his word that you're going off?
This is a
We
good
have never
question.
signed any contracts related to
No
our development. It was
contracts.
all verbal.
So there was no contracts. They were working full time on this mod, and the only thing that was backing them was this guy's word that he would pay them. This guy's word? You don't think to ask him like, the biggest mod in Calamity, or sorry, the biggest mod in Terraria, you don't think to get a contract signed, right? So you get paid? No wonder all the developers left. How are they? No wonder they all left.
And that does sound bad. That is bad because they don't have a lot of the legal protection.
It's
He needs to
terrible.
reasonably be held accountable in like civil
Oh,
court, I believe, for
definitely.
like
Okay.
making for that
Because
verbal
if
contract.
Ozatron is
He doesn't
gone,
have the
I thought that like with Ozatron being gone, there was like a system in place where they could just get a new owner or whatever, and that would be it. But now I can see why all the developers left because Ozatron, the only thing that was keeping all this going was the fact that Ozatron was giving people his word that he would pay them, but he wasn't. So but now that he's gone, there's literally there's no way for anyone to get paid, you know? There's no contracts, there's no legal binding. There's nothing in place to make sure that these people still get paid. Crazy.
typical protections we'd have under a formally written and signed contract that would list exactly what's expected of us and our legal avenues and whatnot and all that. So
Mm. Yeah.
it's a
Okay.
little weird. I'm only 20. I don't have too much experience
Yeah.
with
No. Of
the
course.
contract
Yeah.
work and whatnot.
Yeah. No. I can't blame you and everyone else because I mean, relatively everyone's very young in terms of the development team, the musicians, the artists. Like I could completely understand that you just wouldn't want to be thrown into this, be thrown into the spotlight of criticisms, of having a payment withheld, all that. Like, it must be incredibly overwhelming. And I reckon, at least for all the audience, as I have been seeing a lot of the comments, a little bit more grace would be nice, considering these are some very very young people involved in this.
It's it,
You know.
it's been kind of stressful. I don't mind the community interaction too much. Most of the people I've talked to are pretty nice. Some of
Mm,
them maybe meaner comments, if you will, I can
yeah.
overlook. I especially understand it's an emotionally charged thing for everyone. And while my commitments are to kind of recognizing a lot of the victims and how we as a team have also had to deal with these things and kind of just the betrayal across the board, I do understand ultimately that for the 10 million or so Calamity subscribers on the workshop, let alone millions of other fans,
Yeah.
they don't get to know about a lot of that stuff or what goes into it. And I
Yeah.
think it's mourning the loss of an important project to them that they maybe
See, that's the thing too. A lot of people that play Calamity Mod don't have any idea who Ozatron is. They don't know who Fabsol is. The only thing that they know about Calamity Mod is like just the content that's in it, you know? So for a lot of people, Ozatron stepping down and a lot of the developers stepping away from this, it's devastating for a lot of people because they don't understand exactly what's going on. But I mean, with all the with Ozatron, of course, stepping down, they had no legal contracts binding them. There were no contracts binding them to uh, whether they get paid. There was no legal contracts saying that they have workers' comp or anything like that. Nothing. So with the head guy gone, they had no guarantee that anything would happen. So of course, all the developers are going to leave after that, right? I mean, so it really wasn't just the fact that he left. It was what him leaving meant for the Calamity Mod team.
even made their childhood and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right.
I don't really hold much against people that are being, you could say, a little selfish about how they're dealing with it because that's
Yeah,
kind of what everyone's
okay.
been hurting about it.
Definitely. Yeah.
A lot of people are being very weird about it, but
Speaking of though, in terms of sorry.
yeah, a lot of people are being very weird about it. Uh, that is true.
The victims and such, and the payment. Is there any word on Ozatron facing legal repercussions for kind of anything
If there was no
they do,
contracts, there's
or is
probably
it
no way
still
that
just
he receives
nothing on
any
the table yet?
legal repercussions.
We don't know. It's difficult because we don't have contact with him, right? And
Mm,
there are two legal routes to go through. There would be the approach of trying to charge him criminally for his actions in that server,
Yeah,
or is the
they
goal
could
of
do that,
finding him and getting payment
but
for the money that he owes us? And
yeah, okay. Well, that part though, that part's not going to happen. The reason that part's not going to happen is because he wasn't contractually uh obligated to keep paying them, even though it really sucks because they didn't sign a contract. Uh, there's 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 no binding to them getting paid, right? Just because he says that he'll pay them doesn't necessarily mean that in a court of law he had to pay them
don't know
because they didn't sign anything.
what we can actually do about either of those. The the surrounding context of the video and the server is weird because he had like partially covered it up before and it's resurfaced and it had already been technically kind of known about, I guess, because of
right.
the involvement with Fabsol. And I don't know how actionable any of it is, especially now that nobody's in the server, I believe, except for him. And monetarily, I don't know if we'd be able to actually get a meaningful amount of money out of it. It's one of the things
No,
we
they
have to think
wouldn't.
about with a proper legal counsel, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. But you still say, as you just said there, it may still be on the table as something
Even if they
that
were
could
owed
be
money,
done.
they wouldn't get a whole lot. It just wouldn't be worth it
It's on the table in the sense that
because it would be a civil thing, right? I think what's more important is that he gets charged criminally for the things that he did online. But even that's going to be a little bit tricky because they have to prove a lot of things. In order for him to be charged criminally, they have to prove that he was willing to take action on certain things, that there was intent. Um, he would have to like they would. It's just it's a whole process. I don't think. I hope that legally speaking, he ends up getting charged and whatnot, but um, it is going to be very difficult. I will say.
We haven't said no to
Mm.
the idea of seeking that help, but I don't think any of us are particularly eager to try to get legally involved because of all the complications.
Right. Okay.
And while
Yeah,
we
it's just
want
not going to be
to,
worth it.
be hit with justice, I also don't really know what the legal avenues are for pursuing
There's
um,
it's going to be very difficult to
retribution.
say the least.
Right. Okay.
So it's unfortunately not something I'm too
Of
knowledgeable
course.
or
Just
interested.
as I assume you saying that will have quite a large reach. Would you be open to anyone contacting you or anyone on the team if they would refer you to someone that can give you legal advice, or would you rather just do it on your own? You know,
It
keep
costs
keep to yourself.
money. It costs money. It costs time. If he gets charged criminally, it's still like it does. It's just really difficult. It's money, time, and even if he gets charged civilly as well, he probably has way more money than all the developers of Calamity Mod. And them fighting this might even lose them money because they didn't sign a contract. And then that's what's so crazy to me. Nobody signed a contract to get paid. So now if they want to say, hey, if they want to like go to a judge and say, hey, we didn't get paid for our work for this project, the judge is going to look at this and be like, well, you didn't sign anything, so you were just volunteering, basically. I mean, what you trusted the word of Ozatron, who said that he would pay you, right? Like that's just it's his word, but if there's no proof of his word, it's just hearsay, right? So like there's very little
I
chance
agree
that
with
they
you
end up
on
getting
that.
their money back,
Yeah.
in
I
my
would
opinion.
say
That's what I think.
help would be appreciated, but I don't know if I'd want to endorse having people directly come to us about it right now. I
Mm.
think if we couldn't find that help, it might be better for us to make a formal announcement about exploring our options and then seek communication that way.
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, wrapping back around to that announcement that we mentioned earlier about how Ozatron actually doesn't hold the rights to anything but as if you're LLC and the name Calamity Mod, right?
Yeah,
What
supposedly,
I've seen this around a lot.
yeah.
What is as if you're LLC? Because a lot of people don't know what that is. I think it'd be good if it could just be filled in here.
Okay, I'll let him talk about this.
So the answer I would have given you a week ago is that As If Your LLC is a limited liability company, hence the LLC,
Yeah.
owned and solely operated by Ozatron, with him as the only employee. And it served as a legal barrier to protect him and his assets from bankruptcy when handling his legal dealings with merch deals and whatnot. So it would allow Calamity to have that legal presence in terms of proper ownership of characters and distribution of the IP without
Mm-hmm.
him risking losing all of his assets if Calamity went.
The only reason why this is not really the case is because Babsol still owns all of the character rights and whatnot. So far, from what they're saying that Ozatron only owns the Azafir LLC and the name Calamity Mod itself. So he doesn't own any of the characters. He doesn't own any of the content in the mod. Um, so he doesn't really have. Supposedly, he doesn't have any say on anything within it. I don't know if this really changes anything. I have a feeling that the mod's still not really going to be developed any further, unfortunately. But um, yeah,
Project.
supposedly he only owns
But
those two
that's
things.
obviously not entirely true, as we're finding out, because he does not own the
Right? Yeah.
characters.
Yeah. As in the announcement, it was mentioned that the characters and the code base do not belong to him.
Oh,
So
but the code base has never belonged to him. This was
yeah.
never like something I think he claimed. This is just because we all hold a degree of legal ownership over our contributions to the code. This is
Mm-hmm.
typical. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Um.
Well, I mean, in that case,
Another.
though, would that mean that
What's up?
parts of those code could be reused elsewhere by the ex developers? You know, in their own projects and their own add-ons,
Oh
or
yes,
is it just?
absolutely.
Oh, really?
So everything that we have contributed to the mod, we did not rescind our ownership of. We even if we
Ooh.
gave Calamity, say, a non-negotiable license to redistribute what we made, it's still ours, and we can replicate it elsewhere. That should not give you hope that we would like make a second Calamity or anything like that. But
Yeah.
we are currently in the process of some people are like requesting donor items be moved to their own mods, for example, and that's happening. You get the idea.
Hmm. Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What he's
So,
saying is true.
hypothetically, then there
Uh,
could be like a
I
Frankenstein.
will add to this though that they did say I'm not sure if they said it in the interview yet, but they did say at least in the Discord that a lot of people wanted their assets to be removed from the mod itself. Um, Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. They're going to keep the current version of Calamity Mod up to date for future versions of Tmod Loader, but uh, they're not going to be changing it. So all the assets are going to stay here. Um, the only thing that's going to be leaving Calamity Mod in the future is going to be the music. So starting from the next major Tmod Loader update, the music mods are all going to be gone, basically. And there's just nothing. It's just too complicated. Too many people want their music removed, and because it's a separate add-on, uh, they just decided it would be too much effort to keep re-adding it to new versions. So no more music in the NT mod loader itself. You can still listen to it on Spotify. You can still listen to it on YouTube, but it won't be in the T mod loader app, which will definitely affect newer players quite a lot because newer players won't be able to experience the music in the same way that a lot of other people do, which is sad. Um, and that is going to definitely affect the popularity of just like just like the retention rate of new players because a lot of thing that hooks people into Calamity Mod is the music, right? So without the music, it's going to definitely be a lot less popular for new players.
Almost like add-on of all the stuff that people do own, all the ex-developers do own in Calamity, and that could be put somewhere. Or say, if someone wanted to hypothetically, let's say like the Devourer of Gods fight, right? Someone could hypothetically that owns that code slap it onto the workshop if they own it, or is that like just not even something we've thought about yet?
Sorry, which fight?
Like Devourer of Gods, for example, because that's a very
Devour Gods.
popular one.
So if we had gotten everybody that made the assets for the new fight,
Mm.
I don't think we did a respread these past few updates, so that's kind of old. But if all the new code went on, someone could republish it even under the same name, Devourer of Gods, because we found
Mm.
out Azeroth does not own the name Devourer of Gods, but that's not happening. Nobody really wants that to happen. The only stuff actively designed to be moved out is minor content that people just don't want associated with Calamity.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, we as developers, we maintain our rights to what we've worked on and are able to reuse the effort we put in elsewhere. So it's good.
Mm. Okay. Right. That is very interesting though. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what all these ex developers potentially choose to do with their code.
Yes.
And I imagine the same goes for the spriters and artists, right? I
Yeah.
imagine they can use it elsewhere in their own projects.
If they wanted to.
Yeah,
I
if they
don't
wanted
really
to.
Audio
foresee
stream's current
any of the
bit
developers
rate.
choosing to do that very
The heck does
heavily
this mean?
because
Of
it's
course, yeah.
identifiably Calamity stuff.
Is the audio okay?
They're looking for placeholders
I
or just
actually
consistency.
hold on.
Okay,
Let me
awesome.
check the audio myself. I'm not sure if the audio is okay or not. Hold on. My my OBS is yelling at me about it. Hold on. Okay, I see. So what I'm actually going to turn up this. I'm gonna turn up the Calamity mod guys' voices because I'm noticing on the stream they're very quiet. So I'll do that.
Um, all right, next question. I would say, right, this is again a very very popular question. Is
Yeah.
it possible for a separate team of developers to pick up where you guys left off on Calamity? Um, First off, is it possible? And then secondly, is that even on the table in the first place? Because I have seen a sentiment from some of the admins and from yourself, in the conversations I've had with you, that
Yeah.
you don't necessarily, or that as a conglomerate, you
I
guys
actually don't
don't
know the
really
answer to this
want
question.
to pass that on to an unrelated new group of developers.
Yeah. So there are two reasons. It's no for two reasons.
No,
One, legally, it's not viable. We can't really give the project to someone else because the legalities
really.
of it were kind of snubbed in the first place with how the repository is licensed and whatnot. And I don't know what abilities we have in terms of transferring that sort of ownership of the actual mod itself.
Mm,
And then
Wow.
I would say the team does not want that to happen anyway.
right. Okay. So that, yeah, as I mentioned, the team isn't really too keen on just handing it off to someone else, even if that was possible.
Yeah, it's I would focus maybe more on the fact that we just can't do it than focusing on the
Right.
fact that devs don't want it in this case.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Because
yeah,
I'm just seeing
the devs don't
in
want it
terms of like
anyway
the
because of
community's,
complications. Yeah.
yeah, the community's response to everything is, I've definitely seen the sentiment of, well, they should just give it to capable developers that actually want to do it. Rah, rah,
Yeah.
rah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Um,
I understand the sentiment and wanting to like find a solution, but what this has ultimately done is we've just found problems with our involvement in the project and don't really want to work on it anymore, even as a team. And
Yeah.
giving it away just isn't viable, both because of the legalities and also the fact that I don't think we'd really want to see the project taken over and sort of essentially bastardized, I suppose, by
yeah.
people.
Um. Yeah. Okay. I get the legal argument. I'm not sure about the whole bastardizing argument. I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't really liked the direction that the new Calamity mod updates have made, like in terms of balance, and just in general. I did like the new content that they were adding, but I wasn't really a huge fan of the content changes that they were doing. Um, I don't agree with that personally, but it's not my mod. What can I really say about it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That
Who
wouldn't
knows what
really
someone else would do with it?
make the same kind
Um,
of mod. Yeah. And I think that's kind of important to recognize, even for people that are really big fans of Calamity that want to see it continue, is that it would not be aligned with really any of the developers that have worked on it before. They probably wouldn't end up being too fond of it.
yeah. Okay. I mean, speaking of that though, there has been some pretty large news about a certain streamer XQC talking about potentially wanting to buy out the
Yes.
mod and become the new owner. I did see that that got rejected. Can you confirm that here that it's not happening? XQC is not going to be the new owner.
Yes, that has been
Yeah, no,
officially rejected.
XQC is not going
It's
to be the
definitely
new owner.
complicated as well. I
I have no idea why people started saying that XQC is going to be the new the new developer of Calamity mod, but that's just or the new head dev or whatever, the new owner. That's just ridiculous. I have no idea where that came from.
I think a lot of developers have been public about that already, and a lot of them just don't like XQC. But
Oh,
beyond that,
oh
I would
wow.
say the reason I don't think it can happen is because, again, the legalities of purchasing the mod itself and publishing it and updating it, but also just the fact that I don't think they would serve to benefit from it the way that they think. And they would want to, I believe, kind of contract us into like proper employment, which most developers would not be keen on. So there's
They wouldn't be keen on being contracted for employment. Okay, I don't understand this. If you're working on this mod and the only thing that's sort of keeping things going is the fact that you have all some person's word that you're going to be paid. There's no contractual obligation to be doing this. There's nothing. Why like okay, I guess I just don't understand why is this preferable to having like a salary, a guaranteed one. Uh okay.
No viable solution there. They would need to get kind of permission from all of us for our rights to the project, and that just would not happen.
I mean, yeah,
It's
as
there's
you
no
said,
viable avenue for that.
there are dozens and dozens
Yeah,
and dozens of developers that have had contributions. So it would be quite an undertaking. Um,
yeah, it's there's just no path forward there. Even if, say, I wanted to work with XUC, nobody else would, and if I didn't want to, and other people did, then they couldn't either. It's an all or
that's
nothing deal.
that's
yeah,
really
okay.
funny. That's really funny. So so if one person wanted to work with XQC and the rest didn't, they couldn't. And if everyone wanted to work with XQC and one guy didn't, then they couldn't do it. All right. Okay.
Let's see what else. Um,
But I
okay.
do want to clarify with the XUC stuff too is I think people should sort of divorce the concept of someone buying and funding the mod from XUC because it would mostly be his legal team
Mm,
and like the other company he works with that's doing it. He's just I think wanted to initiate the deal. So it's I really don't think it's about the viability of getting along with XUC or anything. It's
yeah.
entirely the legal implications and what
Okay.
the team would have to do about it.
Yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, just overall, Calamity's ownership isn't really for sale at the moment, or ever. Just not for XQC, just for anyone, like at everyone.
As far as I
It's
can
just not
tell,
something.
Ownership.
yes.
Yeah, like ownership, like like
That's a
the
difficult
Ozatron
question.
role, the
A
Ozatron
difficult question. Wasn't he just answering this exact question though?
role, let's
I'm
say.
Right?
So it's not up for grabs in the sense of leading us as a team, but when we had first confronted him before he had gone MIA, he was discussing the process of putting Azure LLC up for sale so someone else could buy it.
As
Oh,
if your
And I
LLC up
believe
for
if he
sale.
returns and is cooperative, that is still something that would occur. So technically speaking, one of us or someone else could buy the Calamity trademark, but that's all they'd really get out of it,
Hmm.
and they wouldn't really be able to do much other than like put Calamity mod on stuff they're selling,
right. Okay.
under the name Calamity mod.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
to reiterate,
So they
um,
couldn't
what
develop the mod.
will if he does want to cooperate? Granted, he just doesn't sit on Beat Saber for another 2 days.
We'll
He
see.
brought up the Beat Saber.
Yeah. Okay. So like the actual trademark name of Calamity Mod, and the
Yes.
company of Azure, those are what will potentially be up for grabs, but everything else no, as of
Yeah,
this interview.
that sounds exactly right. Yes.
All right.
Damn, dude.
All right. Next up, this is something that's already been clarified pretty clearly, but I do want to go over it here. Um, are Calamity add-ons or fan projects like Infernum, Wrath of the Gods, Calamity Fables, whatever else, are they at risk here?
There's two
Because I
answers to
definitely see a
this.
lot of people that are maybe not in the loop, that are very worried that things like Wrath of the Gods or Fables are going to be canned. The development is going to stop. They're going to shut
There's
down.
two different answers to
Can you
this.
please clarify for those people what exactly, like, how they'll be affected here?
Okay. So there's good news and bad news. There's like really good news and sort of sad news. Um, Fan favorites maybe like Fables and Wrath of the Gods are completely unaffected. Fables, I would say, is even more empowered to do what they're doing now without the legal threat of Ozatron. And then Wrath
Mm,
of the Gods, I'm on the Wrath of the Gods team, and we have been
best.
working on thank you a major update to the mod that would be divorcing it from its Calamity add-on status anyway.
Okay,
So
interesting.
we were already planning on making it a standalone experience
Yeah.
just with
As
Calamity
long
integration, and
as long as these mods are standalone, they're going to be not impacted by everything that's going on right now. But if they're an add-on, I think it's a little bit more
then
complicated, and
we
I'm
no
sure he'll
longer have
explain
to
that.
worry about any of that. So that project is unaffected. Fables is unaffected. For Infernum, I have not really talked to the current maintainers about the future of the project,
Mm,
and I don't know if the things that I used to know about its future are true anymore, given the changing circumstances. But Infernum should exist in its current state perfectly fine as well. I just
okay.
don't know if they'll continue updating it after Calamity doesn't update, but Other than that,
Hmm.
it should be
Okay.
unaffected.
On that then, in that case, firstly, Calamity is going to be updated to Tmod 1.4.5, right?
Yes, it will be
Then
updated to
Yeah, no,
1.4.5
it's
with
gonna
the
be updated. Yeah,
further than 1.4.5, though, have you gave that any thought? Considering it's only you and one other developer on the team, um, will
I
support
think
for
they
the
As
said
long
yeah.
Calamity end in that way?
as long as I'm physically able to maintain the mod, I intend on maintaining the mod. It's
Ooh,
because all it would
okay.
really be is just updating the new versions, fixing maybe crashes or minor incompatibilities, which is work I'm perfectly good at and doesn't take too much effort ultimately. And as long as we're not adding new content, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you reckon you're going to be taking on that mantle then indefinitely in that case?
Yes, I can't promise if Yo would want to do that, because he's
Yeah,
not me.
of
But
course.
both of us at least maintained it into 145, and I fully intend on keeping that deal as long as I'm not like dead
That's
or
that's
I'm
that's
not like
so great to
taking
hear.
care of
Well,
my family.
No, I'm sure
uh,
so many people are going to be so glad to be hearing that. Okay, so next up, I wanted to raise DM Dokuro. Did we want to get Taisuke here
ooh,
for
yeah.
it, or would you like
I
to?
would I would say yeah. Let's like try
Yeah,
to
okay.
get him in here.
Let's get him in the call. For those people in chat and on the VOD, we have. I'll let them describe their own kind of affiliation with Calamity and everything. But they actually do personally talk to Dokuro, so I think we're going to get a much more informed response here if we can get them in the call. Granted, they're on.
So yeah, it takes them about
Right. Okay.
We
some
have
time to
Steven
get
speaking.
Taisuke on the
The
call.
bell will
So
ring though says, oh,
I'm just gonna
hold
skip
on,
to the
Steven.
point where they get him in the
Taisuke's
call.
joined. It's DM Dokuro time. Hold on. We're going to put a pause on the chat questions, everyone, if that's all good. So if you have a very burning question, maybe we've already sent, just copy that, paste it later. But all right, hello Taisuke. If you could, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Just one moment here. Let me get myself booted up.
Yeah, no worries at all.
How's everything going on your end?
Oh, it's been going really great, and chat's been really respectful, surprisingly. but
It's been quite nice. I've been enjoying my time here.
yeah,
Awesome.
so yeah, please do introduce yourself.
Was
What you've
that
done on
a
Calamity, around
smoke
Calamity.
detector?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my name is Taisuke. I've been making music for uh, about 9 years now. I'd say 8.5 more accurately. I joined the Calamity Mod dev team at the beginning of 2025, around January, and
2025.
I
Okay.
got to see and witness the whole thing with Fab Soul go down. That was fun.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. This all only happened in the span of
Other
a
than
year.
that, it was a pretty good time there. I got to meet a lot of good people. I got to make a lot of good music. It was pretty entertaining.
This freaking
Um,
smoke
Is
alarm.
it
Overall,
a smoke detector in the background? The chat is asking.
yes, yes,
Dude, like,
Sorry. Okay, please
yes.
continue introducing yourself.
change the freaking
um,
battery, man.
Other than that, I met DM Dokuro because I've noticed you guys have been asking in chat. I met him around 2019, about a year and a half after I started creating. Um, I don't exactly remember how I got into this server, but he had a private server back in the day when he was still around Calamity, um, where he let a bunch of, I guess, his friends and some music people come in, and I got invited in. I don't remember how or where or when, but I
Right.
ended up coming in, and it was pretty cool. The people involved were awesome. I ended up sending one of my tracks that I was making for this mod called Cosmic Vengeance back in the day, and
Ooh.
I think it was called Ambition underscore 7. I need to find it. I don't have it on this PC at the moment, but I could recover it if you want. Um, I sent it over and he
Hold on.
complimented
Someone
me. He was
someone in
like,
the
"Oh, this
chat
is this is
in this interview said, "Is it canon that after Euron's defeat, Euron overdosed on gelatin crystals and died before the Terrarian could meet him?" What? I think that's canon. I think that's absolutely canon. I don't think there's any world where that's not canon.
really awesome," or something along those lines. And he gave me like a special role saying, "Oh yeah, you do music and you're good at it."
I mean, cool. Very cool. Mm. Interesting. Oh, my bad. The audio got messed up.
Myself,
Sorry.
CD Music, Har Plus Up, Pin, and all the
Ooh.
VCMM musicians like
Really?
Forge,
All of them.
Blowbite. So I'm not sure exactly what he has prepared, but I'm excited for it. He's been pretty vague.
That sounds amazing. I mean, I don't know what that could possibly be, but wow, he's cooking something.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. Um, in terms of his music in the mod, uh, I'm not exactly sure how much we can disclose about what we're doing with it, with our plans as a team. Tomat, if you would like to speak about that, you can. But my conversation with Dokuro was as followed. Him and I spoke about the situation. He was not very happy, disgusted, more or less.
Yeah,
Okay, so
okay.
he's
Makes
aware of
He and
sense.
I
everything
talked
happening
about
right
it.
now.
Oh yes, oh
Okay.
yes, oh yes. He wasn't initially though. Gladly he didn't stumble upon it online. That would have been worse.
Yeah, that probably would have been
Yeah.
a lot
It
worse.
was it was in pretty professional standing. We ended up talking about it pretty calmly. He took it pretty well.
Dude, this guy needs to change the
Um,
battery.
so
Come on, man.
I asked him like the big question. I was like, "Hey, so what you doing?" And he was like, "Well, I don't want to associate with them." So I was like, "Okay."
Right?
So we talked a little bit more, and the gist is maybe. That's all I can say.
Maybe.
He
Still a
wants
maybe.
to. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to associate with Calamity. That's all I can say. He
Hmm.
wants to break.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
And honestly, I can respect that completely. I'm not sure what he will do or what we will do. He will be giving me an answer probably whenever he posts. But all I
Oh,
can say is maybe
so
I will. I will say
he's
to have hope though.
he's potentially gonna make a post
For
about it, like publicly.
yeah,
So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on
so
for that.
I'm not sure what he will do. Um,
Or an eye out,
he was
sorry.
very vague about it, so just keep that in mind. Take what I say with a grain of salt.
Of course, yeah.
I will say have hope though, because he will be coming back for this. I don't know what he will do or what he will say, but you guys will get to see him again. So that's
Okay,
what's
so
nice,
okay.
honestly.
Yeah,
We don't know
I
when, but we will see
wasn't
him again.
expecting that
Gotcha.
to come out of this, but I'm very glad to hear that. Although the circumstances are pretty abhorrent, all things considered.
Yeah.
Um,
All things considered, it's basically still the same that we knew before. We, yeah. I mean, even since yesterday and the day before, it was basically just a maybe, like, all things considered. That didn't really change. Makes sense. Whatever. DM Docuro doesn't have to talk about it if he doesn't want to. Until he's ready, anyways.
oh well, I mean, yeah. Thank you for clarifying about Dokuro. And I think I speak for everyone in the community at the moment, and hope that he's doing all right, all things considered. You know.
I will mention he is doing better than last time you've heard from him. I will say that he's doing pretty good.
Oh, that's so
It's
good.
wonderful.
That's so good.
He's
But with
So we are starting to get around to the part of the 57-minute mark, and this is around the time when they're going to start the Q&A. So I am going to take a small break, but I will be back though. All right, let's continue. I'm back.
He's working on some new projects.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
has his,
dropped an
he has
album
his
last
album
year,
that he
right?
released.
Yeah. Was that
Oh
last
yeah,
year? I don't know the timeline anymore. I'm lost.
I don't remember, something like that.
So
That
All I
wonderful.
know
is
is
so sick.
I love to hear it. It was awesome. Listen, so if you guys haven't heard it, go listen.
Yeah. All right. In that case, all we have to do left today is just answer some more YouTube chat questions. Do you guys have a time constraint? Maybe we'll go 10, 15 minutes more, and that'll be that.
I have a little bit of time, but
All
before
good.
we
Yeah.
go back into the chat questions first, I do want to clarify. Now that we know that stuff's going on with Dokuro, I do want to clarify the future of the music mod side of things.
For the Calamity
The
music mod?
Yeah, Calamity Music Mod, like the
Yep.
actual like dependency for Calamity,
Yeah.
because of the sheer capacity, the sheer number of people that want their music taken out of the mod, and the way that music is owned legally versus the sprite assets with respect to the mod itself, we are just taking down the mod, and Calamity will be placed in
Yeah,
place.
I did see
That's
this
the
part already. I did kind of skip
timeline.
ahead a little bit.
The
I saw that
content
they're
mod
already
itself will
removing
remain in place.
the music, but so this is definitely going to affect newer player experiences. You know what I mean? But it's just so sad. Whoops. Sorry, I was on my phone.
But there will not be custom music anymore. We're just not going to bother with it because
Yep.
everybody wants to
No
get
more
stuff,
custom music.
and there's not much to do. And
Mm.
it's far more viable than going through 10,000 or so sprites and picking out the ones that people want silhouetted or removed.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to add something. I know we're not exactly in the Q&A section, but I saw a question from MalaQuest or Quest3, Sus1. Question: do you consider selling Calamity to another dev team? No, we will not be selling Calamity to anybody. If you know about the XQC situation, that is
Yeah,
not happening.
we
We
did
will
cover
not be
that.
selling the project.
Yeah.
What is the XQC situation? They did talk about it, but there's no way that there was any actual serious consideration of selling the mod to XQC. I thought that was just like a joke in the Discord or whatever. I didn't think they were actually. I mean, they did say that they're not
It's
going to do it,
beyond
but that's
individual developer
how did
wishes.
that even
It's not
start? I
purely
have no
on
idea how that
how
started. Everyone just started
scarred the
talking about
ownership of
it.
the project is, and there's no. I don't think there's any real legal recourse for owning the mod. It's just
Mm.
it's so unstable there, and
Exactly.
while it's kind of because of how informal it was before and nobody really minded, I think some people would be upset about it being.
Before the Q&A starts, what we know right now, currently, is that he just tried buying the mod and they denied it. Did he? Did he like say it on stream or something? It's just so what we know so far, currently, is that the developers of Calamity Mod were not they didn't have any contractual agreements with Ozatron. So whenever Ozatron inevitably ended up having all of this stuff coming out about him and him basically no longer being the owner of Calamity Mod anymore, the reason the developers all left is because first of all, Ozatron wasn't paying them. The only thing that was sort of keeping everything going was Ozatron's word that he would pay them, which unfortunately means that without Ozatron, there's no way for the developers to get paid. Um, and because they didn't sign a contract, they didn't say this on the stream, but because they didn't sign a contract, I think personally that it's going to be very, very difficult for them to do a civil lawsuit against Ozatron himself because the thing is the only thing that they have to say like they worked on the mod, but as far as the court is concerned, it's volunteer work because they only had Ozatron's word that they would get paid, but as far as I know, there's no proof that he ever said it. Like there's no contractual agreements or anything. So it just there's just nothing that they can do civilly. Criminally, I will add, even if they do decide to go after him civilly, it's going to cost them a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of money. And that's just not something that the developers have, you know, compared to Ozatron, who owns Azafir LLC and the Calamity Mod trademark. Um, I mean, obviously, he has he has a lot more money than them. I mean, he's able to sell Calamity Mod merch. He doesn't own the content of the mod itself, but he does own the rights to sell merch of Calamity Mod and whatnot. Um, and so there's no reason for them to go after him civilly. Criminally, uh, they could go after him, but it's very difficult. It's going to be very difficult no matter what legal route that they take, because no matter what they choose to do, uh, it's going to consume time. It's going to consume money. Uh, in terms of what he can actually be charged with and what he could be arrested for, it's a little bit flimsy because everything happened on the internet, and courts have always been sort of uh not really, I guess they just don't take it as seriously as they take, like what's his name? Chris Hansen, where the predators actually physically go out to meet minors. Uh it's going to be very difficult is basically what I'm saying. no matter no matter what they choose to no matter what they choose to do. So I think, despite how much it sucks, it probably was just the best decision to just for everyone to just leave for their own sake. Uh, I know it sucks for all the people that played Calamity Mod, but a lot of people that played Calamity Mod didn't really know who the owners were. Uh, they didn't know who Ozatron is. They didn't know who Fabsol is. They just liked the mod and they liked the music. So it's going to be very difficult from now on because uh, for future versions of Calamity Mod, there's not going to be music. So whenever they update to 1.4.5, uh, they're going to update the Calamity Mod itself, but they're not going to be including any of the music mods. So all of the music mods that come with Calamity Mod that are dependencies are not going to be included in future versions. In terms of what DM Docuro and the other artists are going to do with their music on other platforms, it's still unsure. Like we still don't know what they're going to do in terms of YouTube and Spotify and whatnot. I think the best case scenario is that they just leave the music up and rename it or something, or they re-upload it with a different sort of trademark or whatever. Because DM Docuro, at this point, he has mentioned that he does not want to be associated with Calamity Mod in any way. So I assume that includes his music, and I assume that includes um, just just like in general. I mean, he doesn't want to be associated with it anymore, which is understandable. I mean, they're going to start the Q&A. Um, I I'm not sure if they're going to be. Oh shit! Whoops! I accidentally put it full screen.
being transferred, and that would encourage them to like issue complaints and whatnot. So
Hold on, is the chat showing up on screen?
All right. Anything more from you two before we continue to answer those
Oh
questions?
yeah, it is. It is. Okay,
I guess
nice.
Tyler's explanation of his past made me realize I didn't really go into my explanation of like what I've been in with Calamity stuff as well.
I moved it
Because
up
I
a
think
little
from
bit
what
so that
other
it's
people
easier to read.
might know,
Yeah.
that while I was on the team early, I had actually left independently. I think a year before the FAFSA stuff happened, and then only rejoined after. So I wasn't part of FAFSA getting exposed, and I wasn't part of the people voting Ozatron into leadership. I had only joined after because
Mm.
FAFSA was one of the reasons I had initially left, and I wanted to come back after that to see what was up. So I think that's probably something worth noting in terms of my involvement and everything.
Yeah. All right.
I
Yeah.
think beyond that, we're going to talk about.
Oh yeah, make sure you like the
Oh
stream.
yes. Yes. Sorry. Sorry. One more thing.
No, no,
Um,
seriously,
Thank
no
you.
worries. We
anyone's
have plenty of
wondering,
time.
if anyone's wondering about VCMM or Vanilla Calamity Mod music, we
Oh, I
are
am wondering about that.
discontinuing that project.
Okay, that one's not being discontinued.
Hardcore Sub
Okay.
is currently working on other projects and they're still in hiatus, but they are active and will be coming back soon.
Okay,
We are
awesome.
rebranding and will be continuing the project. So I will
All
be
right,
dropping the
awesome.
Blizzard OST very soon.
Ah, okay.
Sick.
Look forward to that, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Your questions again. I want to answer the one that I
How do we
said
have
is
3
really
likes now?
category because I feel bad about shafting that guy.
Yeah. No
There's
worries.
only 2 people watching. How's there
I'll
3
do like
likes?
the screenshot of
I
that.
have it screenshotted. I have
Oh,
it
great.
screenshotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could just
I'll
send
even
that
send it
in
to you too.
a GC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let me read it off now, though. So that guy Relo asks Q&A. The dev said the Abyss would get a standalone mod. Who's making it, and do they have a Discord yet? So that's by Sir Shadowman of Heavenly Arsenal fame, and I
The
believe it's
Abyss is
something
going to be getting its
similar
own
to
mod. I
like
did
the
hear about that.
like the Hadal Zone. It has an invite in the Calamity Mod Discord if you're interested. So like
Okay,
it listed in
interesting.
our announcements channel.
Cool. All right. And yeah, to
Okay,
clarify,
bring.
chat, now is Q&A time. If you do have a question, send it through now. We'll go through maybe 10 minutes, and then that'll be that.
That sounds good. Let's make it count.
Oh yeah, earlier I saw in chat someone not in my chat, but in the this dev interview chat. Someone said, is it true that uh after the Yaron fight, Yaram overdosed on gelatin crystals and died or some shit? Like what the fuck? What even is that question? What does that mean?
Yep.
P4 RZIVAL. I don't know.
What
Parzival
username?
20.
Possible. Possible.
Parzival. Q&A, are you going to let people create mods based off Calamity, or you won't allow it? So we have no intention of stopping people. I would be cautious for now as we figure out what Ozatron will try to do legally, but the ultimate goal is to let you do what you want with the characters.
So, one thing that we do currently know is that standalone mods, like mods that don't have dependencies for Calamity mods, so like Calamity Fables. To play Calamity Fables, you actually don't need to have Calamity mod itself installed, or like you don't need it to be uh, in Tmod Loader, because Calamity Fables is its own thing. But it's more complicated for mods that have dependencies for Calamity mod that are like add-ons to it. Infernum will be safe because Infernum isn't being updated anyways, so it's going to be using a legacy version of Calamity mod. Uh, but that could end up changing because I mean the only reason Infernum wasn't updating is because because Calamity mod was updating so frequently. So I mean you never know. I guess Infernum could come back and become its own standalone thing. That would be awesome though. If Infernum did end up becoming its own standalone thing, that would be great. All right, more Q&A. Actually, let me plug in my phone real quick. All right.
And
What was it,
make
like
your own
15?
add-ons and extensions and whatever you'd like.
Will Crabulon be happy? Please say yes. Everyone's asking about Calamity Fables. I feel so bad for the Fables devs because they're probably being bombarded right now.
Tony Lotva 1704 asks, will you be releasing the resprites for that Urine and Cygnus public in case someone wants to make an add-on to rework them? Well, I believe Pokerface had released the Cygnus stuff, and the Urine
For
stuff
context,
already. What?
who is Pokerface?
Pokerface is another spriter for the mod.
I have no idea who that is. I'm gonna be real with you.
And so both of those, I believe, are technically in the public, but I don't think the artist behind either would want you putting it in a
Someone
nearby
said,
code, obviously.
please no more
So
lead devs for modding stuff. Um, they actually talked about this in the Discord. They didn't talk about this in the Q&A, but in terms of being a developer and in terms of being like a modder or being part of a team, not having a head, like a person at the head, or not having like a lead developer or director is always bad. Always. In terms of needing to have like a council, apparently it just doesn't work in terms of developing. You need someone at the head. It just makes everything so much more organized. It makes everything more. It just it makes it easier to work on. But man, I can't believe none of the devs signed a contract with Ozatron to make sure that they get paid. Someone said, "What is your favorite mod to the Calamity mod developers?"
preferably,
What like
it wouldn't be right to use those without talking to them at the very least.
Makes sense.
At Terminal Velocity 04 said, "What is your favorite mod?"
oh, he
I
actually
won't say I don't
responded
have
to
a
it.
favorite mod, but I'm really excited for 0.8 update for Mod of Redemption coming out pretty soon.
Oh, Mod of
I'll say
Redemption.
that.
Yo, shout out Mod of Redemption. That's a
Shout out
very,
Mod
very good
Redemption,
mod.
yeah. 0.8 is really funny because it's like it's marketed as like one update, but they've been doing so many betas. It might as well be like a series of like 100 over the course of half a decade. So there's gonna be a lot coming out of it when it finally releases in full. It's
Yeah.
quite exciting to see how polished it's getting and how just
Hmm.
how dense it is in both quantity and quality. It has a lot to offer.
At Justin Fidelvero 5266 says, "Has Azatron said anything since then?" Nah,
No,
not a
no, he hasn't
word.
said anything. Not a
He's let
single
me
thing.
talk in
That's
like private spaces we're not in, I believe.
You know,
Director.
the only thing that Ozatron has done since all of this came out is he has played Beat Saber. He's played Beat Saber. Um, so people did end up finding Ozatron's Steam and whatnot. Um, I will say, if you do end up finding his Steam, it is highly recommended that you do not report his Steam account. The reason being, if you report his Steam account and his Steam gets taken down, Calamity Mod will also cease to exist. So, unfortunately, that's just in the state that we're in right now.
Man, or yeah, Munterman97 asks, can I ask the mod maintenance a question? If Providence is currently bugged, that stuff's already fixed. I believe we had a T-mod admin pushing up to do that the day that the Ozatron stuff
Another
ended.
day of
So
Ozatron Beat Saber.
that
Even
should
with all
already
the
be bugged.
Ozatron stuff happening, y'all are doing bug fixes. What a group of heroes.
Actually, I think like Solkson on the TMO team ended up doing the work there. We handed off the code to him and let him do his thing to fix that. Since they're able to publish updates without Ozatron, but we can't.
Mm.
If we ignore him, he can't
So that
affect
is another thing to
Calamity.
note regarding the ownership. We absolutely need it transferred to another account because otherwise we just can't publish anything.
Yeah.
Roar of the fungal wagon?
Question.
What?
I'm not gonna acknowledge it. Well, I will, but you know, moving on. Moving on.
You know what?
Great use of
Debatable.
$2.
You know who you are.
Yeah, moving on. Moving
I
on.
definitely have my thoughts on the matter. Danny Ucken asks, will re-upload to the mod face takedowns? Yes, because it's technically illegal, and
Yeah.
it's kind of the only
I
way
mean, that's kind of
for
obvious, so
everyone
that's
to
always been the
appease
case.
the
Yeah, on
controversy.
rematch, but it's his
There's
corpse being piloted by Fun
you
Guy.
can't release it to public domain because
He's literally the dragon of rebirth. He cannot die. He literally cannot die. He is the dragon of rebirth. Or is he still a dragon? Weren't they saying something about making him a phoenix or whatever? I think in terms of lore, he is still a dragon. Um,
there's too many people and they would not sign off
But
on
I
it.
think all the
So
dragons
we
have
can
like different
negotiate
abilities
on
and
top of that
whatnot.
because for many people, in order to ensure that we're on as good terms as we could be, we have reached agreements that it's like we can keep everything under maintenance as long as we ensure that nobody makes like these continuations of the mod through forking it. So it's kind of a mixed bag there, even though it's illegal.
Does his body
You'll have to
also
say it
rebirth
because
with him,
my
or does he
friends
leave a
wouldn't
corpse
understand. So,
behind?
what is a fork?
Um, so whenever we kill Yeron, I, I'm pretty sure I could be wrong here, but the corpse remains of Yeron are, of course, parts of his auric soul. You know how after you beat Yeron or not, Yeron, yeah, you know how after you beat Yeron you can make the auric armor and whatnot. All dragons have an auric soul, and so whenever you kill them, of course, it is said that you also gain the ability to use their soul. And this is how people like Zarok ended up being gods. Otanalu, uh, who else? Providence. Um, he does leave a corpse behind. We see that like whenever he explodes into that ball of fire, we get the arc ore that spawns all across the map. So those are his remains. And then of course he could be reborn again by just using his egg again.
In terms of the context here, just so the chat and the VOD
So they
viewers
call
can
it a
understand.
fork because we
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, Probably. Uh, I'm not too sure because the thing is we never got the finalized lore. We never know exactly what happened with Yerim in the Dragon Aerie. So we don't really know whether he's ascended to godhood, whether he's still like okay, we know he's powerful, and we know that he's more powerful than everyone that we know in the lore. Well, except for people like Zarek and uh, whoever I guess is controlling the Devourer of Gods. But yeah, as far as we know, Yerim he might have an Auric Soul. I'm not really sure though. I don't think it's ever directly stated. So, but if he did, I'm not sure if he would get it from Euron though. He probably got it from something else, like another god. I believe there was a god that he slayed himself. I forgot what the name of that god was, but Silva, yeah. He killed that god. I remember that, and presumably got the Arc Soul for that.
have these repositories that you publish code to, and this is like it has like a linear history as a baseline, but you can fork from that history to make your own changes and then merge it back in. And so what someone could do is make a fork or diverge from that history for their own.
Okay, so someone donated and $5 and asked, "Is DM Docuro going to be removing his music from Spotify, YouTube, etc.?" I'm curious about this. As far as I know,
Future
he's not.
mods, and then they could publish that. Also, the guy gave a snarky comment about Taurus, and it's like you can do what you want. The only thing we really want to do is ensure it's just not on the workshop. So yeah,
Mm.
you can torrent it all you want. We don't really mind.
Wait, so you're saying you can what torrent? Was that what the word you used there? Or
Well, yeah, they were just like, oh, okay, I got you. We'll torrent it then, and it's like, yeah, you can do whatever. We're
oh,
not
okay,
gonna go
so
after you for that.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's if people want to like make their own
So
private
it's
stuff.
like
So
piracy.
you can
It's a
you
free
can
mod though. It is a free mod. So.
so you can torrent Calamity mod, a free mod. I mean, if you yeah, I guess like if you really want to, I guess you can torrent it. I don't know if there's a point, but you
Well,
can.
it's free mod. It's like talking about like changes and stuff through the base mod. I think it'd be more economic for you guys to just make add-ons for it so you can distribute them properly. But if you end up wanting to make base changes, it's just, I guess No one's gonna stop you as long as
Yeah.
you publish it to the
Oh,
workshop.
chat
Isn't
is
the
moving
TMI
a
hubs ready
mile
for
a
that?
minute.
Are they going to respond to the donation that person did?
Chat is moving a mile a minute. I don't know what
I know.
question to
Oh
answer.
my goodness, I
Because
wasn't
now we can't like
expecting this,
address
but
literally everything.
yeah.
There, Marcos 077 Gaming asks vaguely about the manga open source and whatnot. We can't do that
No,
until the
yeah.
community like
They already
APs
talked
it.
about this. The mod can't be open source because just because of legal issues. That's basically the crux of all the issues that are happening right now. Is that legally there is not jack shit they can do. Even if there was a ton of things that they wanted to do, which a lot of them don't, there's just so many legal things in the way.
To sign off on that, and that's not happening. That's there's no opportunity. I would personally like to make it open source and allow people to, I mean, at least fork it and distribute it however they like off the workshop, because workshop would have some
Ooh.
complications with duplicate mods like that. But we literally just can't release the mod formally open source.
In terms of recoding the whole game from scratch, um, I think maybe like I don't know. Some people were asking that, and as far as I know, you can't just rip the mod and redistribute it. I don't know if there's anything stopping you from like just coding and redoing the whole thing. Um, but I guess that's what Calamity Fables does. Um, Fables kind of like not didn't recode everything, but made its own standalone version, which isn't reliant on the base version of Calamity Mod. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could like make a version of Calamity Mod from scratch that's different enough to where you can say, "Oh, I made this myself," and even though it's inspired from Calamity Mod, it's not Calamity Mod. You couldn't use their sprites. You couldn't use their music. You would have to basically do everything yourself. So, and then you would also have to make it different to avoid copyright issues. It's like, yeah, replacing every piece of a car.
It is source available, so you can like look at all the code and do what you'd like with it privately. We can't stop you, and we wouldn't want to stop you. But as for publishing the stuff you make with it, it's kind of difficult.
Mm.
At Too Fast 10 said, "What was your most favorite secret piece of the mod that many people may not know about?" Old Duke. What we were going to do with Old Duke.
What you were going to do with it?
Uh,
Because yeah, I mean, Old Duke as is publicly currently, I don't know if Old Duke is the most beloved piece of content.
I don't like Old Duke.
Yeah, maybe that's not. Is that
His
controversial
lore
to
is
say so? But
boring.
what was going to happen with Old
His
Duke?
fight is boring.
Don't worry about it.
What was going to happen if you're allowed?
Old
You know?
Duke, we were going to completely revamp his boss fight. Added a whole. He wasn't going to be exactly associated with the acid rain anymore. Um, and we were going to just basically make
Not
him
associated
way
with acid
further over
rain.
the top than he really deserved at any capacity.
Oh my god.
So
Holy
that was some
shit.
pretty fun ideas we had, but
Damn,
never
dude.
got to be produced
Yeah.
because
Never got to
we had
be
a lot of
added.
stuff to do at the time. So we decided to just say, we'll think about this later.
I don't have much to add to that. I wasn't involved in the old Duke
Yeah.
stuff.
But so hold on, someone donated. Let me read what their donation says. Not to me, but to the could the mod ever come back in the future under different staff to continue, or will add-ons and other mods be the future for now? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that at least for now, there's nothing that they can really. They can't transfer ownership or anything. So at least for now, I'm not sure exactly how long this is going to be the case, but they can't they can't transfer ownership. It's just too many legal issues. And Ozatron's still technically like outcome memories. I have no idea what outcome
I
memories
saw someone
is.
in chat say, is there plans on a young Duke? Is that is
A
that ever
young
happening on here?
Duke.
Young Duke existed in a very old mod, circa maybe 2020.
What?
Um, Unrelated to Calamity, but if you know where to find that, you can look it up. I don't know if I can say the
What?
name on
What the
stream.
fuck? Young Duke? The devs want you to play revival projects instead of reviving their game? Okay.
Should we address the donation question?
Yeah.
I feel bad skipping over that.
Let me see. About the mod coming back in future?
Yeah. So
No, we
Lucia
haven't addressed that
Macaroni,
yet.
Lucia Macaroni asks, could the mod ever come back in the future under different staff to continue, or will add-ons, other mods be the future? Add-ons and other mods will be the future. Like I said, if there won't be
Unfortunate.
anybody to take over the actual mod because we can't transfer the actual mod. The only recourse would be add-ons and new projects derivative of the concept. And I think that answers some other questions I've seen from a couple people asking about if they can make like their own Calamity remasters and stuff. You can do what you want as long as you don't like directly reuse our assets and stuff. So as long as you have like new sprites and you write your own code, you can make your own Devourer of Gods boss fight and Providence boss fight if you wanted to and all that stuff and make your own Calamity. Kind of the way that Fables is doing it.
Yeah, yeah,
So if
yeah.
you just
That's
want
what
to
I
go
was
that how
saying.
they approach it, and you'd be golden. Arbitrary Gamer asks, as far as the music mod goes, because you all said you were basically getting rid of it, does that mean on older versions won't be usable? So what I want to do for the mod is just when we publish a maintenance update for the main one, we'll also publish one that disabled all the music and stuff. And that means it should remain playable on older versions perfectly fine, because we wouldn't want to encroach on that. It's just like going forward, that's how it would be affected.
My phone's at 52 now.
Ruby
Fine.
Stuff asked, would people be able to re-upload Calamity's music on the workshop? No,
No.
and do not try, please.
Yeah,
Oh
do
yeah,
not.
I
You
did see
can't.
people saying, hypothetically, if Dokuro did pull his music, right, as a big hypothetical, we could just re-upload the music on the workshop. So I'm actually really glad you answered that because
No, you absolutely
in my
cannot.
word, I
If they decide to remove Calamity Mod from the workshop, if they decide to remove the music from the workshop, you cannot re-upload it. Which means this is really bad for new players of Calamity Mod because what normally gets a lot of people into Calamity Mod is the music. But starting from 1.4.5, the music for Calamity Mod won't be updated for newer versions. So unfortunately, new players won't be experiencing Calamity Mod in its fullest capacity. Um, because the first song that I ever personally noticed in Calamity Mod, the first song that I was like, oh my god, wow, this is really good, was the Hive Mind. And Hive Mind is it's a pretty early game boss, all things considered. But new players won't be able to experience that anymore. The only way you can experience it is if you go onto Spotify or YouTube. So it's unfortunate.
I've personally
Yeah.
seen people saying that they'd just do that
Yeah.
outright.
This was also a concern expressed to me by one of the other musicians. And it's like, I'm sure it'll happen and it'll keep happening. But I think even independent of us, the TML moderators would, enforce that. This guy, Ice and Fire 04, asked why I'm still in the Azure LLC GitHub. I don't think anybody's left the GitHub organization, dude.
I did see
What?
that. Yeah, why are you just sitting there, random guy?
I see. Am I the only one that's visible there?
Yes, you're the only
Oh,
Oh,
one.
that's because I'm the only one. I'm the only one that doesn't have myself marked as private on the list, I think.
Oh,
interesting.
okay, right, yeah. Because I was checking out the GitHub myself, and I'm like, you know the I show
I didn't
speed meme?
consider that.
It's like random kid. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing there?
Yeah, let me show you what mine looks like when I view it. I didn't
Wait,
consider
what?
I'd be the only one publicly visible. That's
Here,
really good. Dude, am I
let me.
secretly Azafir?
I'm gonna flip
Is
between
he
these.
secretly Azafir? No,
Let's see.
he's
Get
just
rid of
Tomat.
this. Then
Q&A. Pyroglyph asks, how much of a consensus was there on closing the mod?
Pretty much all of them. There was only two. There was only two more developers currently in Calamity Mod. There's Tomat, and then there's some guy named Ya. Um, the only thing that these two there used to be 30. There used to be 30 developers, but so right now there's only two remaining. And the only thing that these last two people are going to be doing is continuing to update the mod.
So
Well, not like update it as in add new content, but like make sure it's up to date with new versions of Tmod Loader.
none of us really wanted to have to say goodbye, but we did decide unanimously that it'd be better to cease development than try to like figure something out beyond that because of both the legal issues with Ozatron and just the complete and utter demotivation following it. It's like none of us want to say goodbye, but we'd rather say goodbye basically on our own terms here than let it get kind of puppeteered, I suppose. I don't know how to phrase that eloquently.
With XQC. XQC.
Not even SUC, it's in general.
Freaking XQC.
XUC would honestly do a better job than most people because like, if XUC were to hire some of us, it'd still be much
okay.
better than.
Okay, wait. So
XQC would be a horrible. No.
We're saying, you know,
XQC would be
XUC
terrible
would
for the
say
mod.
The goal of hiring some of us versus people that suggest a new team entirely, because then there'd be some preservation of the original view. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah, 'cause
heavily
I believe
disagree.
he did say that he wanted to hire the developers, so the people that were working on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just like random people.
Yeah, and that's why I would think that would at least be better than others that would want to try to fix the mod, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Terminal Velocity asks, do you think Fables would get a significant boost in development? No, because Fables is already doing fine. There's not really any developer overlap in any way that would.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't.
Fables is all right.
Any Calamity developers are transferring to Fables because they're not really looking for much there. So I wouldn't expect there to be any change. The Fables development has just been slowly because everybody's busy with real life stuff, but I believe it'll pick up independently. Sorry, it'll pick up independently. Shouldn't be a problem.
Cosmolite Bar 567 asked, "Is there any info of some reworked bosses?" I will say that the creator of the Brain of Cthulhu boss rework, Big E, has plans for their own personal projects.
Okay.
For the other reworks, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But you could probably be able to see them or something like them in the future.
Yeah. The real Cerno asks.
Not Calamity.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even finish yet.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
No, you're good.
Okay, I see the question. Yeah.
It's a bit awkward.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Anyway, the real Cerno asks, this is kind of a funny question. Who had the Utica profile picture on the GitHub? That's Ya.
The what?
He's working on maintenance with me, so you already know it's in good hands.
Okay.
We both like Toho.
All right. Toho.
Anything else? Seeing lots of general questions about future development. I already talked about it before.
Yeah.
As a team, we're not going to be working on Calamity mod. It's not going to come back.
If I may just say real quick for the chat, guys, please don't copy and paste and spam your message again and again and again. You know, let's just not do that. I will time you out if you do it too much, because let's not flood things too much.
I don't mind bumping it.
Bumping is fine, but I'm seeing like the same people send it every 5-10 seconds. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I'm seeing like 3 of the same question in my chat window at once, and it's like it's overdoing it a little.
Yeah.
Is there anything else pressing about Calamity itself? Because I've been holding off on answering some questions that aren't really about Calamity.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we've covered pretty much all the bases about what. I mean, I've been stalking the Calamity Mod Discord for like last 48 hours.
Oh, I forgot about Zeratos. That's an old character.
Yeah.
The ones I saw in my YouTube comments. Unless there are new questions, you know, of which we've answered a couple, but it seems like we've covered the Calamity related ones.
I think that's pretty good then. I mostly just wanted to address any concerns about the future of the mod and clear up any misinformation maybe, or like speculative rumors.
Yeah.
_Wiz asks, how is morale? How is the dev team feeling?
They're all gone.
It's pretty low for
What?
obvious reasons, and it's definitely motivated by
What do you mean, how's the morale?
Everyone's doing
All the devs are gone.
ultimately, it's as impactful as a project as it is. It's not going to get us killed. So like
Well,
the mod
yeah,
dying isn't going to kill us either. So
right.
we're doing fine, but it's been a bummer. Yo, Tyler,
So question.
you got a question about Awakened?
Ancients Awakened. Let me see.
About
I
Shreddage
was looking
Drown,
for
Ancient
Savior's Reaper.
Awakens?
um,
What is that?
oh, Shreddage. Actually, Ancients Awakened is. I mean, yeah, towards the end, I think it was Shreddage. Then I also started dabbling in East West. Those were not my favorite, but I used them. But before all of that, I used MT Power Drum Kit. That's what I used, and that carried me for a couple years. But I eventually found bigger and better things.
Fair enough. I mean, not really much to say about that. Just like
Right, this one guy, let me find this Fireball 9999 person keeps asking about Nightshade.
Nightshade. What is
It's
that?
kind of endearing. Tyler and I both are on Nightshade. That's my little content model with Blocker Rouse, if you
Sure.
know him. He's the guy that made Guzma, despite not being properly
Guzma.
credited for it these days.
Oh.
It's like it's a cute little vanilla plus thing, but it's more about like kind of matching the quality and feel of a lot of vanilla content in terms of like its immersiveness rather than just making ore sets and stuff. So it'd be a cool project to check out. I'd like to dedicate a little send off maybe before we all go to talk about once again some of the
Ooh.
developers' other projects because I want to promote the
Okay.
things that the people have been working on as well, so you can find what the Calamity developers have moved on to.
Hmm.
That'd be awesome.
And no,
Ooh.
Calamity will not be on
Um.
Roblox. I'm
Um.
sorry, Prod note.
Calamity won't be on
I actually have a
I
quick
Roblox.
actually have a
question.
note about that.
I have like a super quick question of my own. Have you guys got access to the actual Calamity website yet? Because I know that
No,
you're, yeah,
nope.
I know that you're
Okay, so they
accessing
don't
it
have
on
access to the
phones.
website.
So I mean, it would be good for these future
I mean, nothing
announcements
they
to
can
not
really do
have
about
to
that,
be on
anyways.
Discord every single time. Because I know a lot of people aren't on Discord or they're just not aware. Um, I mean, in that case, then do you potentially think that your access will be granted back, or I mean, is that kind of
It
it's ambiguous as whether you're gonna get paid, right? I imagine.
yes,
They're
it's
not
sort of
getting paid.
worrying because we don't really know for sure if Asatron is actually dodging us completely, or if this is his like him avoiding us for the time being while he sorts stuff out legally on his end. So we don't really know if he's actually like screwing us over or not. We
Mm,
have to wait and see a little more. But I wouldn't hold my breath, I suppose.
About
right.
that Roblox question. It won't be on Roblox, but we do have a number of fan games that will be coming. Um,
What?
Fan
soon.
games on
There's
Wait,
Reign of
what?
Roblox?
Yarem still
Oh
being in
my god.
production, and there's
What?
Calamity still being in production.
Oh, I
Excited
thought
to
you meant
Okay.
continue.
Roblox fan games. Sorry, like fan games.
No, no,
I thought
no.
you meant y'all making
General
like a
fan.
Someone
Calamity
donated
Roblox game.
$5 to the main Calamity mod stream, and they asked, were the developers of Calamity mod making money off the mod? If so, how? So they actually explained this earlier on in the stream. Um, they it was just Ozatron paying them based off of the donations that they received through things like Patreon. Um, but in terms of like how consistently they got paid, uh, apparently in the past 2 months it's been pretty inconsistent. So, and they explain more about it
Like
in the
what?
stream, but I can explain
I
more
will
if needed.
cry. No, no.
Right.
Actual games. Well, except for High Calamity, that's a Hightail mod, but Reign of Yarem is a full-on
A
game.
Hightail mod
I wouldn't be
for
surprised to see
Calamity?
Roblox games popping up now that Asatron's iron grip over the IP has been loosened.
Yo, do
Ooh,
it.
okay. Just gave the green light for the, yeah, Roblox
Yeah,
Calamity game.
Personally,
good
disapprove
game
of
now.
it. I think. Well, I play Roblox a little bit, so when I get really bored. However, you can't make it adult because I don't have my account verified for like chat or like playing games. So you need to like make it kid friendly. I fear. So I
Loser.
don't want to send them my ID.
Kid friendly Calamity. How
You know what? Fair. Fair, 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 fair.
Oh, this chat is so
Someone
good,
asked.
dude. Okay, yeah,
It's
continue,
gonna
continue.
be funny.
Yeah.
Utopia Better asks, were the developers of Calamity on making money off the mod? Ozatron had the Patreon and merch sales, and then we would get paid based on the work. Like we would get paid for bounties for assigned work sometimes. So he was collecting all the money, and we would get like it would like trickle down to us. It's a little bit of Reaganomics going on, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Trickle down economics in the Calamity mod.
Yep.
Um, yeah,
So
that,
I've seen people express concerns about us like quitting the mod after making much money. We did not see nearly any of that money in the end.
Mm.
Yeah, no, they
So
they
I
didn't
wouldn't be too concerned about
because
them
of
losing
Ozatron,
because
of
they didn't help
course.
or anything. I wouldn't
mhm.
I wouldn't want to think about it that way
Even if they sued
because
Ozatron,
us leaving
there's
and not
nothing that
paying,
they can
we
really
just
do,
released our latest
unfortunately.
update, and then I think we hopefully I don't think Patreon payments will be going through anytime soon, so people wouldn't be paying for this month, right? Patreon wise.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if that's like a month. I
Should
don't
we
know
be
if that's like
telling
scheduled and start
people?
every month. Or like,
Should we be telling people here to cancel their Patreon
oh
subscriptions
yes,
to
absolutely. Do
Calamity?
not stop paying. Stop
Yeah,
unsubscribing to Patreon
please.
and don't buy any merch. All that money is going to Ozatron.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
All of
Yeah.
that
absolutely.
money is going to Azachan, yes.
Okay,
Yes. So
chat. I'm gonna ask you like spread that around because I'm sure there are probably 100 people right now on the Calamity Patreon that just don't know. And they assume it's going to the devs. Let them know. All right, because
we get. I know.
let's not pay Alcatron more money than he's already got here.
Yeah.
He has a lot of money. So you know.
He's a lot of money, which is
We
why they can't
did
sue
an
him.
announcement in the main Discord, and that when it made it go down to like 3,600 to 500. Well, that's still $500 worth of people that don't know about it. So
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So
Yep.
there are $500 monthly still potentially going in that, guys. Let's unsub. All right. Continuing on.
someone or WB6 asked if Osmo was running a pyramid scheme. I wouldn't doubt that because we weren't like encouraged to bring more people into it, so it wouldn't be a pyramid scheme.
No, yeah, it wouldn't be a
It was
pyramid scheme,
just
but
that he wasn't being honest about how much money he was making, and so we didn't ask for
I mean,
maybe
honestly,
more appropriate
this
amounts
just
and
seems
stuff.
like such a great example for future dev teams to never, ever, ever run it the same way Calamity was, because this is like incredibly
Yeah,
predatory, and
I think there's so much people could learn from how we did things and
this
how
is
we
such a
shouldn't have
brutal
done things.
lesson for future projects of any regard. Especially without the contract. Like I
it's like, can I
honestly
marry Draydon?
can't believe that.
Yeah,
Dude.
probably.
Okay, you know what? It is what
There's
it is.
probably a mod for
It
that.
is what it
Yep.
is.
So I saw somebody ask, I forget the name because it's too far up in chat.
Yeah, all good.
They asked if provided Dokuro's music was removed, what will happen to other media or games that use his music? Absolutely nothing, provided that Materia, his publishing company,
Mm.
doesn't screw us over. Simply
Okay,
put, we have to
all
figure
right,
that out. That's
makes
the hard
sense.
hurdle
Materia is
here.
pretty bad. Materia is pretty bad. There's a reason I'm not playing the regular Calamity OST on stream right now. They strike me in a heartbeat.
Really? They strike the original
Oh yeah.
Calamity mod music? I thought it wasn't copyrighted. Damn, dude.
Stellar X20 asks, how would the devs feel seeing a remake? I can't speak for every developer. I personally wouldn't be too bothered. I think it'd be kind of nice to see the fan dedication there, but I'd imagine some other devs might they might feel a little this or that about it. So
It's fair enough.
maybe act with a little bit of caution. I think that's everything for things that have been answered. I think a lot of the questions are repeats that would hopefully be clarified when you
Yeah,
end this down into
everything's
the
just
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of.
Q&A set.
Yeah. For context, chat, everyone watching, I will be uploading a slightly trimmed down version of this interview. I'll be posting that as a standalone video. It won't just be the VOD, because we've had some downtime, some unrelated questions, whatever else. It'll just be the relevant questions, and then I'll have Tomat review it, of course, because I'm not just gonna post it without that.
Oh,
Um, and then I will also be making a like a complete summary video, maybe like a week from now, once we have more information. Hopefully, once we have an update on whatever the hell Ozotron's doing. So there's no more ambiguity. We don't need to do Q&A streams. There's just a video you can go to if you need questions answered, and that's it. But
yes.
Okay,
yeah,
Copy that.
if you or one of your friends, you came in late to the stream, whatever, this will be uploaded very shortly.
awesome. Okay, so I think that's basically the end of everything. Um, man, there's just a lot that happened. Um, wow. Yeah. It's a lot of info. But it's good that they did this. You know, it definitely did clear up a lot of things for a lot of people. I think I already knew most of everything that they talked about here. Um, I they did sort of like this Q&A was mostly just them repeating what they did in the Discord server and in other places. But this should help like get the word out. You know what I mean? Um, which is why I assume it's like it's mostly repeats. But we did learn some new things. We did learn that they weren't there was no contracts between. Man, I still can't believe that. That's just crazy, man. Anyways, um, wow, how long have I been live? Let me actually check. Okay, I haven't actually don't even know how to check. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, but man, that's that's just sad. Just sad all around everything that's happening with Calamity Mod. It's just sad. Um, I'll keep let's play some Genshin, but oh man, that's just sad, dude. Things might get a little bit laggy here for a second, but oh, I will need to update my Genshin. Probably should have done this before the stream, huh? Whoops. Well, hopefully it's not that bad. Ding dong. Okay. All right. Yeah, I will need to download this update, but other than that, yeah, I guess I can just sit here and if anyone has any questions, then they can ask me. Um, I pretty much know everything that's happened, you know. So if anyone has anything to say, they can ask me. Let's see. He had some. All right. I'll just sort of put all this up here. Let's just pull this up again. Might as well finish the video while we're waiting.
I hope
It's
my
pretty fun.
presence was enjoyed.
I think it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. This is my first time ever doing an interview like this, so
And
it's very
I've
fresh.
never done this. It's pretty fun.
Neither have I. I think it's been great though, right? I mean, we got through a lot of questions.
That is true. They did get through a lot of questions.
Okay, I'm
Most
sorry
of
for
it,
not answering more questions because chat is
Oh,
moving like
dude,
pretty
it's
fast. That
completely
I can.
fine.
it's hard to pick out the good ones.
Yeah. Guys, chat, slow
Thanks.
down. Wait, that'll
Oh,
work.
actually, this is kind of important. This is kind of important.
Oh,
Arbiter
okay.
Storm asks, "Is the Calamity Trade-in T-shirt I ordered 3 days ago so going to get delivered?" I don't handle the merch stuff. Neither of us do. But as far as I'm aware, all that should still be going out. I don't. I think because of the contracts there, that shouldn't be impeded at all. That's going to happen regardless.
That is
So you
up
should
to
be
the
okay
parent
to get your merch
companies.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Gladly, yeah, the parent companies have full control over that. None of us within the team has any control on what goes where, so we just talked with them to make the orders for the campaigns,
Yes.
mm. Why is everyone saying address Yaram files? Bro, we've done that, okay?
Dude,
Yarim files?
Let me clarify
What?
just
one last
just the
time.
Harem files.
Yaram files,
Dude,
bro.
Harem is not
What?
happening. I'm sorry. I don't even know what to say about it. Harem is difficult. Sunny asked me to tell people to play Roots. Everybody play Roots by Doze. W Roots mod. No, but for Yaram, it's what would you? We can talk about Yaram a little bit. I do understand the Yaram files is a permutation of an obvious joke
Yeah.
whose name I can't say on stream. But if there are actual questions about Yaram, I could try to answer some of them.
Yeah. Well, about that donation question, I mean, I have. I don't know if you guys have, but
So
it
what if
came up in my
I have
recommended.
not seen that.
I saw
Yeah,
it on
No.
Instagram. Cool.
yeah, yeah. I saw it on my YouTube recommend. It looks so sick. Okay, but yeah, regarding Yaram though, um, what say you?
What's up, Sydney? What's up?
Well, what you know,
What,
I guess like what is Yaram's done. I think earlier in the stream
yeah.
we answered that a Yaram add-on could hypothetically be made. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
So
They could make a
There's
Yarim
there's
add-on,
yeah.
no internal work on Yerm
hypothetically.
aside from like the public assets. I think that we already know about for like concept art. It's Yerm is potential man, I suppose,
Potential.
in that regard.
Potential man.
But yeah, anybody can do what they want. They can make their own stuff with it. Make your own Yerm add-on. Make 20 million Yerm add-ons, despite Ositron, who didn't want a single one to be made.
Well, there's the green flag chat. There's the green flag. Go make your own Yaram mod, and
That's
whoever makes
true.
the best
You
one,
absolutely could.
that could be considered like the fake official one. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like
Yeah.
Guzma. You know what I mean? Like how people. That's not a calamity boss, but it's like kind of lumped in there. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of cool. Maybe
I mean,
this
do
is
you
my
know
opinion.
the backstory behind Guzma?
I think wasn't Guzma part of the canon, but just not a boss. I'm not.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Guzma was one of those potential man characters that never got developed fully into like an actual boss.
Potential man.
And so they my friend Blocker Eyes and some other friends made it into a
Oh,
proper
that's
thing.
one of my friends DM'd me the file for the thing that Dokuro liked that I was
Hmm?
talking about earlier that I made back in like 2019.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Someone found it. That's funny.
Yaram was a
Yeah.
cardboard cutout. Yeah.
That's what everyone
All
says,
the
yeah.
players outed,
It's
and
like,
you just poke the cardboard cutout of Yaram. He just falls over. Awesome.
Oh, dude, what a mess, man. It's so sad to see a lot of the mod not get developed the way that I would have loved to see it progress.
Oh yeah.
And it's really sad that it has to be this way because I would have loved Calamity to continue on in development too. And it would have been really nice to see it.
Hmm.
It's just there's too many things in the way, and I understand that people want it. They want to find solutions, but internally I don't think there's any recourse or approach that we could take.
Right.
So we're doing kind of what we can. Thank you, Bread Girly Pop. I'm your biggest fan as well.
I
But
like the
yeah,
Despicable Me profile picture. That's I could even.
it's really
Yeah.
good. It's really
What's
good.
the even in the fog of war, a tank can still be recognized. Like that's Gru right there, dude.
that's funny.
Oh,
The community creates an ending to the greatest Marvel absolute cinema. Yeah, I mean, I'm still. I was talking on stream yesterday. I'm a hopium believer, addict, if you will. I think there's still silver lining to this. Like, although base calamity is cooked, I think the add-ons have such an incredible future ahead of them, especially Fables.
Yeah,
If y'all
for
haven't played that,
sure.
please check that out.
yes.
And
Yeah,
this is just me.
Fables for the win.
That's my
I would
glaze.
like to endorse basically every add-on to some extent and every offshoot mod, everything inspired.
Oh yeah.
So from completely new mods to Fables to add-ons, like even Calamity Overhaul, as I know Overhaul has had some turbulence in the community for past issues. I just want everybody to know that like we want Calamity to stay playable and we want the community to still prosper and
My
thrive. We want you
goodness.
to make new things still. I want you to keep playing Calamity and enjoying Calamity as much as you can appropriately do, as
Mm.
much as you can
Yes.
moderate yourself without like maybe going parasocial to the mod itself.
Mm.
But this guy says Fables isn't an add-on. I know, bro. I've
Yeah, it's
worked
its own
on it. I've
standalone
looked at
thing.
it. I'm aware. Don't worry.
Um, Evan's not that pro asked what program did you use to make music. I started with this program in 2018 called Soundation. It's a little
What is that?
browser program, but shortly after I ended up
Okay.
getting FL Studio, and I've been
FL
using that
Studio.
ever since.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Nice.
Makes
I
sense.
guess we should address the elephant in the room of the thing people are asking. Will major bugs like crashes and stuff still get patches?
So crashes will, bugs, best durability. Basically, as long as it still remains cleanly playable. Balance changes, I would have to talk to you about because I'm not too keen on addressing those
Oh.
if it's not like a damning issue.
Hmm. So what I'm understanding here is that maybe, maybe balance changes might come in the future. Hmm. Okay. So hold on. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go. Much better.
But everything that hinders the mod's functionality will be addressed to the best of our ability. Yes.
Okay, so to reiterate, then it's going to be updated to newer versions, such as 1.4.5, and as you've described, you're going to be doing your best to maintain it further beyond that update, and then also,
Yeah.
if there are bugs slash crashes, you will be doing your best to fix those.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, Soundation had bad samples, bro.
So
I
sad.
did see that, Jen.
Just so
They
sad.
had bad samples.
My friends are complaining about me not shouting them out in chat. They're
Bro.
pinging me over it, so I'd like to formally recognize my good friends Vanilla and Ollie for their contributions to my life as well.
Oh
They're
yeah.
my
Okay.
goats.
I realize it would make a lot of sense to give you we'll not do it right now, but at the end I'll let you guys shout out any socials, any projects, anything. Um, that's
All right. Genshin is it's basically done now, so let's do this. Okay. I'm curious what they ended up doing in Snezhnaya. I only saw one short. Well, I didn't watch the short, but I saw the title, and apparently they were disappointed with Snezhnaya, even though it just came out like barely even yesterday. So I don't know. Oh, good lord. My lower back hurts. I have no idea why. It's probably my posture. A new character did just release. I have no idea what she does at all. All I know is that her name's Odette. That's it. I think she's Cryo. I think. Not too sure though. All right.
You know,
Okay, she is Cryo. Arlecchino's back as well. Also a new 4-star character in this patch. Oh, I have normal pulls. I suck at saving. I'm so close to the standard banner 5-star though. I have no idea how close I am. I think I'm at 75 or something. What new events are there? Who is this? Wow. Okay, I need to do more of the Archon quest. I'm still on freaking Inazuma. Who is this guy? Wait, this guy's a new. You can get this guy for free?
Hello, I'm Alosha.
Can be invited?
I'm a hunter.
Huh.
Though if you've talked,
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna see what the new character does. I have no idea what her kit is. The cryo character with both off-field DPS and support. Oh, she enables she enables Stellar Conduct instead of Stellar Swirl. I was just talking about this 2 days ago. I was just talking about how Wriothesley and like Mizuki, they both have like stellar mechanics, but the only person that would enable their mechanics is Sandrone, but she's a main DPS character. So this is our dedicated Stellar Conduct character. That's interesting. Superconduct reaction, Stellar Conduct. Turning the surrounding area into a one... Okay, Pulsar Field. Yeah, know about this. Cryo and electro damage bonus. So not physical damage bonus. Okay. Interesting. Stellar Swirl. I didn't think that they were going to do Swirl. That's really interesting. Okay, so she is a sword character. Elegant, as I would have expected from a Snezhnaya character. Okay. Alright. Stellar Conduct. So that does activate a Pulsar Field. I don't really know what the Pulsar Field does exactly. Interesting. What about Sucrose? Okay, wow. For skill... Enhanced. Okay. An elemental burst? What does her burst do? So it's just damage? Is that it? Alright.
Witness the snow spawn's grace. Enhanced Animo Module 75. Absorption test. Shadow me. Pirouette. Waltz of the snowflakes.
I forgot that she has... Wow. Sandro's powerful.
Pick up the crystalline adagio.
Wow, this guy's cooldowns are insane. Holy crap.
Stay clear. Let's test my hypothesis. How tiresome.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's look at let's look at this guy. Alyosha. I have no idea what he does. Is an electro character with both off-field DPS and healing capabilities. Applies Hunter's Mark. Should any of these marked opponents be hit again? Take a hit. Okay. Have their on-field attack increased? Oh. Okay. Interesting. So... Okay, hold on. So, let me understand exactly what this guy does. Periodically attacks nearby opponents? What, like Lisa? Oh, okay. It's also like a taunt, like Amber. So it's like Amber and Lisa together, I guess. This hunting ground lasts for a short time. After the passive will whenever attacks the opponent. So I guess he's kind of like an on-field character. Kind of interesting, I guess. Weird. Who the hell is that?
Take a break.
Sandrone reminds me so much of Nuvalette. Okay, what else is new? I think I am definitely going to pull for this new character, because I feel like I'm going to want Odette with my Wriothesley. If I get her, I get her. If I don't, I don't. Whatever. Immortal Construct. Okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense for there to be a new boss. Oh god. I have a feeling that all these new bosses are going to be super annoying. Domains. Okay. New quests. Yeah, I don't have any new story quests I can do. Best I can do right now is just continue going through Inazuma, I guess. Still have yet to do Nod Cry. Man, if I get Odette, who will trigger Stellar Conduct, this should help my Wriothesley quite a lot, actually. Oh, hold on. Gotta mark this. Okay, where are we going? Going over here. Oh, compensation. Let's grab it. How many primos do I have? 1,100. Still no Stellar Freeze character, by the way. I remember this quest.
So, you are the only one here? I thought I might get to meet your grand strategist. She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the Resistance has even held out for this long is thanks to her. But soon, the Resistance will fall. They are no match for the might of the Shogun's army. Her schemes mean nothing now. We have already rooted out those behind the Resistance. All who have dishonored the almighty Shogun will be punished.
Yeah, alright, buddy.
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soldiers of the Resistance. The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal injustice.
It really sucks that,
Our resistance has only just begun.
okay, this is actually kind of funny because both Kujo Sera and Goro are, like, locked into very specific teams. Kujo Sera has to be used with the Raiden Shogun, and Goro is locked into Mono Geo.
It is futile. I will make you a
Actually,
deal.
I'm not sure if Kujo Sera is
Hand
still
her
locked
over
into
to us, and you'll buy yourself some
into
time.
Raiden Shogun and
A respite
nowadays.
from the bloodshed would be advantageous to both sides. Would it
I
not?
have not kept up with her.
So that's why you brought reinforcements. Just to get...
She is of great importance to the almighty Shogun. But the way I see it, she is expendable to the Resistance.
That's where you're wrong. She means just as much to us. As a member of the Resistance, she's a comrade. I'll never surrender her to you. The Resistance never betrays its own. Her Excellency made that clear to everyone from the very beginning.
Okay, there we go.
General Goro! Teppei and the Traveler? What are you doing here? It would appear our time to fight side by side has finally come.
Well,
Let's do it, Goro.
we meet again. This time, I won't let you get away. I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance in the hope of receiving asylum. That you choose to show up here proves that you have more bravery in you than I had originally thought. And now that you're here, why not represent the Resistance in a fight of honor?
A fight of honor?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest warrior for a match of single combat. To the superior force, there is little significance in such a duel. But to the weaker force, victory could constitute an important boost to their morale. Her motives are clear. She wants to use the match as an opportunity to capture you. Do not feel...
Well, what do you think? Like,
We're not losing. Like, come on. Plus, Kujo Sera is not like that. You're send some random guy up there? You serious? Alright, buddy.
surge. Nice and spicy.
Man, I already forgot how to... What? I have to fight more than one person? Alright, whatever.
You got this!
There's more than one round. Keep it up.
I could fight all of them at the exact same time and come out on top.
Look! That's 2 rounds in a row! Grace, the Shogun's army is not invincible! We can win! Soldiers are rallying! Your warrior's will is bringing them hope, Traveler! I need to...
Bit overkill.
Stronger than I anticipated. This contest has served its purpose. Soldiers, attack! Glory to the Shogun and her everlasting reign!
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me!
Why can't Goro fight like this whenever we're using him? Like, come on. All he does is put out a freaking banner. Off some Mono Geo. Where are we during all of this? What are we doing? Kokomi? Oh, there she is. Flying down from the heavens, I guess.
Her Excellency!
The wait is over, my comrades. Now is our moment.
Calm as the breeze, my lady.
Oh my.
I just hope you can afford all these mercs you've gathered.
Kazuha!
We meet again, old friend.
This was a pretty cool cutscene, though. Where's Sarah? Oh, there she is.
All forces, retreat!
Wow. What's up, Kokomi?
Greetings. Well, this is the first time we've met. Please allow me to introduce myself.
Don't worry, I already know who you are.
Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance and also the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island, which is also the home front of the Resistance. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point? In that case, shall we continue our conversation at the shrine? Although the Shogun's army has retreated, the Vision Hunt Decree has not been repealed, and neither the Tenryo Commission nor the Raiden Shogun show any sign of stopping. In short, our problems have yet to be resolved. I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our counterplan. What say you?
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well.
Goro, thank you for all you have done. Our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army, and my absence can only have made the recent days all the more trying for you. I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer, to keep eyes on the Shogun's army and also to see to the wounded.
Why does she sound
I will
different?
ask the
I don't remember her
mercenaries to
sounding
remain
like this.
stationed here. And Kazuha is here too.
Hmm.
Hopefully this will serve to reduce the pressure you are under.
Well received, Your Excellency.
I must return to Sangonomiya now. I have a few things to attend to. Once you're ready, please rendezvous with Teppei. He will escort you there. Thank you for all your efforts.
Did
so
Kokomi
far.
always sound like this? I thought
From
she used to
this point,
sound... Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's a story quest. There's a random quest like right next. Where'd they go? What is? What is going on? They keep despawning. Okay. Enemy reinforcements. Alright. Oh, there's an Oculus here. Really, Risley? You can't climb up that? What is he doing? What is going on? Oh, this might be the one that's like deep underneath. Oh no, it's up there. Okay. Yeah, there's like some stupid thing with this ship that you have to do. What? No. I don't want to do a cutscene. Please, no. Why? I'd rather not do that quest right now. How do I get up there? Jesus. Ah, here we go. Let me just land on this. Crap. Need to regain our energy. Come on, Risley. Why can't you climb past this? There we go. Jesus Christ. Good lord. That was terrible. Now, I think there's another one that's in here as well. Onto this area. Watatsumi Island.
It's raining? That's all right. The real problem would be if we could feel water dripping on our heads in the fortress of Meripede.
Okay, there's another Oculus here. Nice. What? I just saw it. Oh, it's right there. What's up, Tepe?
Aha! There you are. Your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going. Are you ready? We'll start by heading to the... If you start to feel seasick at any point... Ready? And away we go.
Are we just gonna teleport there? No. Well, it makes sense that we'd use a Way Rider, I guess. Where are we going? Okay, I gotta look out for teleport waypoints over here. Watatsumi Island. Been a while since I've been to this place. Where's the Oculus here? Probably down below. I'm gonna get a teleport waypoint first. Alright. There's a teleport waypoint here, right? I would have sworn there was one, like, around here somewhere. Maybe up the hill. Oh. Oh, there's one right there. Yes. I remember now. Let me get the, Let me get the Archon shrine thing, too. Thank goodness that's there. Perfect. I forgot about the daily commissions. Oh, right, I got a constellation. Increase their Electro res.
Here we are, the training grounds for Watatsumi Island's troops. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of local soldiers from Watatsumi Island. Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are stationed here on the island to keep the locals safe.
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'd had the chance to impress the instructors, so they had me start off by helping in the logistics division. I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, if I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as I see it, I'll come find you. Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time.
Oh, I actually didn't even check the map to see where Snezhnaya is. Well, it's definitely not around here. Yeah, this is all Inazuma stuff. Oh, thank God this is here. Okay, so it's not above Mondstadt. It's not above Fontaine. It's here. Oh, interesting. So I actually, I mean, I did kind of figure that it would be near Nodcry, but wow, that is so unbelievably out of the way. I'm just gonna teleport over there.
So, Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi
Okay, well, I don't want to do the Archon quest yet.
The day's finally come. We're off to meet the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya. Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your brother mentioned. Snezhnaya still... Oh, but whenever Paimon gets thinking about how we're distant, yeah. Anyway, just think. We've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods.
Yeah, we've even been to the moon. That's funny.
How can we be... Sure thing. Now, stick close to Paimon. What about me? Do I get a call? Whoa! Columbina?
What's up, Columbina?
You kind of snuck up on us there. Don't look at Paimon! Oh, so it was... All your friends have gathered at the flagship. I invited Sandrone, too. But she said she had to go back to Snezhnaya. She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving. She hasn't changed. If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time
Well, that's
working
true.
together was not terrible, precisely. But we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of... Well,
Understandable.
definitely sounds on brand for her. The No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her. As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be... You really have to... Go on. Get to the flagship. Everyone should... Today, I want to return... It's definitely nice to be treated. The moon of Nodcry will...
Interesting. Hey, I don't really want to do this Archon quest now, though. I just realized... Hold on, I gotta fix this real quick.
White as far as the eye can see. It's so pretty.
My bad. My goodness. Ooh. So they did say that this would be different from Dragonspine. So...
Look! They look similar to the ones in Nodcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now.
Man, I've been waiting for this region for so long. You have no idea.
There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two.
There's footprints. Okay, Paimon. Yeah, you did that to yourself, buddy.
It's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm.
Alright, Paimon. Oh, there's hope. There's big bears.
Hey, check it out! Those are bears, right? Aww, look how big and fluffy they are. So cute.
Yeah, they are pretty cute.
Take a picture before the moment passes.
Take a picture. Okay. Take a picture, I guess. Enter. I haven't taken a picture on PC before. Take a picture? Oh, right here. Okay, I see. Awesome.
Let's see how your camera... Come on, quick! Paimon's heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. Ooh, it's... Oh, I don't know.
So Paimon's severely affected by this.
She's never felt like this before. Everything feels heavy. Oh, no need. Paimon's just... Yep.
It sounds like she's like scared. Like there is maybe she has some sort of connection to this place. Interesting. All right, come on, Paimon.
Seems like this snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly.
You're right. I can barely even walk. Best wait for Paimon. Okay.
Oh, look!
It's a cabin.
There's a cabin over there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
So they're right. There is definitely something very, very different about Snezhnaya. Very, very different. Even the wind seems to be, like, blowing us back, huh? How strange.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast!
Snowball flower?
Paimon!
Yeah, where is Paimon? I assume I can't climb on the ice, or maybe I can. Probably too slippery.
That's strange. Where could she be?
Fire here.
I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon.
Oh, okay, so there is still a sheer cold mechanic here, which makes sense. It's a good thing I have pyro characters built.
Train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside.
Common chest.
I'll keep this close.
I've seen a clip of the Cryo Traveler. Apparently the Cryo Traveler is actually pretty decent. Which is good, because I've been really looking forward to the Cryo Traveler. So I guess this is where we're going to be learning about Paimon, huh?
Civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. A reward on the road. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Is the Traveler like scared right now? What is that?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original.
Okay.
Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow.
Sender?
Eye of Gray at your service.
Uh.
Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable. I am... I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow.
Excuse me?
To this end, I
Hmm.
must... Strange. What was it?
This is weird.
My body. Huh? Why is my body like this?
I have been like this
Huh.
since I was created. And yet, I also have memories. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach
This is so
tomorrow.
strange.
But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reacting, will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow. I understand your position. How, before I was activated, you called out a name. If you agree to accept me, to answer your question, yes.
Not sure if I trust this thing.
You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. Very well. I will remember this name. I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty ark floats.
Empty ark?
I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where the key right now is you.
Okay. How to remove a prime ice construct. Tap on Fab Vision to enter build prime ice mode. Pressing build will remove what? Refunds prime while excuse me?
You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the prime ice blocking the path, and obtain prime ice unit count has been updated.
What? Gmod? Oh, this is Cryonis from,
Use it to create a prime ice
yeah, this is Cryonis from... Okay, I see. I guess it's about time they use some Breath of the Wild stuff. Where is Paimon, dude?
Scanning local environment. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
What? The Prime Ice? Excuse me? Like, build it here or something? Let me just skip through all these.
A reward on the road.
Why is there like a thumbs up mark there? What? Basic heat source. Constructed out of prime ice that generates an easy-to-use warming flame. You will no longer need to draw energy from the Eye of Grey to keep warm. The flame can follow you around. What is going on? What is going on with all this? I was expecting Snitch. Okay.
You may now execute the command, build heat source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
Okay. 3. E3. Build it. Build the thing. So this is supposedly different from phlogiston. Supposedly. I can take it back, I guess? Yeah, well, that's not exactly rapidly removing the ice. Does it grow back if I remove it? Let's see. Hopefully, it just permanently removes the ice. Okay. Nice, I guess.
A reward on the road.
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
Straight ahead. Okay, yeah, ice is unclimbable, as expected. Let me straight ahead. Okay, I see. I see. Oh, this is bizarre. Sufficient materials? Alright. Okay, I don't have anything, actually. Okay, I can go around. That's good. That's good. What is that?
Crystal located. Please collect at your The recent construct you built provides highly
Whoops.
efficient heating by utilizing the unique properties of Kresnik Crystal. Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized during the development period. Hence, the authorization to use Kresnik. That said, I have already forgotten what. Yes, perhaps. But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik...
Okay, so the Eye of Grey will expend energy to keep your body warm. Body's temperature. Ooh. Might even get hurt. Okay. Resnick's torches. Alright. I see.
Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves.
Okay. Nice. I guess this kind of solves.
It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon.
I hope so.
Go.
Go.
Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected.
2? Question mark?
Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is unusually low. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please exercise caution.
Oh, there she is. Oh, God. Is this the doctor? Oh, no, it's someone else. This guy...
Who are you?
Is he from Conria?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping.
He's, Is he
You
an
must
abyss?
be the traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard.
Yeah, because I can see all this blue. It doesn't look like he has a
Newcomers
vision.
to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm. You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. but I doubt that is news to you. It would
See, I
be
called it from the
unwise
jump.
to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companions. We will meet again.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try against the odds. Your companion is safe and sound. The other person...
This place is strange.
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Paimon was so worried. She looked...
It's okay. Take it easy. Are you feeling alright?
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Wait, where did the director of the Fatui, the jester,
The jester? Oh my.
The jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way... Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
Poor Paimon, man.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the... Who was that? It looks like... half a pair of goggles.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak. You...
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy.
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps...
Oh, that makes sense. Anyway, back to the jet when he first showed up.
He already knew Paimon?
And he acted
Oh.
like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too.
Paimon was in Conria, huh?
I could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. That still seems unlikely. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him, and he didn't seem to have any...
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and Director are...
Wait, you've seriously never...
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Sne... The jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnograd, we'd still have to...
Well, we were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of...
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But at this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely... If, however, we continue... Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that we can break through the blizzard and there is a small
Are we
town
going
up
to
ahead,
ride a
which would be the
train?
perfect place for Miss Paimon to rest.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Oh, come on. Don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far. When has Paimon ever gotten sick before? Practically never.
Affirmative. should you ever need my assistance during your future adventure. Otherwise, I will remain silent.
Oh, even the music of this place is like ominous. You know what I mean?
Please confirm when you are ready to depart.
Equip from your inventory? Excuse me? Oh, it's another freaking quest item. Alright. Call train? Oh my god, we're actually going to ride a train. Holy crap. It's a freaking Polar Express over here. I'm expecting a train boss fight at some point.
Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter
Flight mode?
flight mode.
There's a freaking flight mode? Oh my god. There's actually just a flight mode. Wow. That's insane.
How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even... Yeah! My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by... Agreed. This is likely a consequence of... Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the... Your data have been... I can assure you, it certainly is. It seems our ill-fated train ride... Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I...
To the Statue of the Seven. Final region. Wow. This is all that we've traveled right now. That's insane. Can I resonate with Cryo? Oh my god, I can. Just like that. That's really interesting. So, wow. Stellar Conduct? Wait, can I inflict Stellar Conduct? Cryo damage? Hold on. Do I? I don't know if I do. So, this version of the Traveler is a main DPS. Wow. Hmm. So, yeah. I guess I just have to pull for the new character. She's the only one that can enable this for me.
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
All closed. Oh, I love this place already. This is awesome.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Damn, dude. Let me figure out what the heck's going on here. Surely. Mail? There's more mail? What? Oh. Man. Let me just see something real quick. Confirm the device. Okay. Everything seems to be fine. I'm just really delayed for some reason. Let's see. How about this? No, this doesn't help anything. I don't really know what to do about this.
Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
Damn, dude.
All
We're
we
being
can do
rejected
is wait for
everywhere.
the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone...
What a bummer.
Damn.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something?
I like this
We don't
guy's
get many
voice.
tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that? Because of the snowstorm?
In part, but the bigger reason's Project Stuja. Since it's... Oh, sorry.
Okay, my stream's actually
I guess
lagging
some of
quite a
it's
lot,
common
so I
knowledge
probably
by
gotta
now.
turn it off for right now and restart my
Basically,
computer or something.
Tsaritsa is planning something
Let me
big.
do this.
Something